Hello everyone, we are back in the MEA FEAI Grand Fest Season 1, and tonight we're going to see two interesting new teams, Team Revolution X DTS going up against Team Fuse 5. Both teams are having a really good journey, and both teams would like to mention that they are not in the level of Elite Board, they are not in the level of the Underdog, they are just a junior team, but so far they have made an impressive gameplay, and right now they are so close to even qualify to the LAN. So this match is going to be a matter of life and death for them, and right now this stage particularly is the sweet stage, of course, but in the kind of sweet stage where one team we have to give a farewell and the other team would be one step closer to the LAN event. But keeping that aside for now, as this tournament that you are watching is sponsored by CK Hyundai, and for the internet partner we have Next Gen, and of course when it comes to MOBA 5v5 tournament, it is again Vista Games who power this one, and last but not the least, this tournament is in collaboration with Don't Say Esport. So tonight is going to be another heck of a match that we are going to witness. We have sadly seen a Jujin being banned off, but I'm not sure the game could go on well. But let's see how it carry on, everyone. So tonight I have someone to introduce you, because he's one of the most entertaining. I mean, when it comes to energetic, I can't put him first because he has to compete with me. But when it comes to the most entertaining person that we have, and he himself actually is a host and maybe doing more like the analyzing, and in most of the tournament you might not see him in the casting scenario, but tonight we are going to see him as a caster, not just an ordinary caster, a hype caster who is going to give a big impact in this particular scenario. So tonight we cannot call him the husband, but we can call him Mr. Ray, who is going to dominate tonight matches.
You know, for a second, I wanted to tell you something back as well, but then, of course, your intro is so nice. I just want to say I appreciate you and thank you. And of course, thank you to MEA x FEAI for making this Grand Fest one, of course, possible with all the sponsors that Molsom has already mentioned. And it's a pleasure to be back casting with, of course, you again, man, because, of course, I was looking so forward to today's games as well, because, of course, yesterday, there were a few teams that I have not heard of, yet they gave such a great performance. I definitely think they should be in the elite leaderboard. So, of course, with that, I'm looking forward to, of course, one team that, of course, catched my eyes. Of course, recently I also saw a poster about them. Of course, you can clearly see them on the blue side. They do ban out my Zushin, but I think it's a way for them to respect, like, telling me that Zushin is really OP, we don't want to deal with her, and they will get the past for that one. But anyways, with it, they're going to be picking up the 1-1 for now, and it's going to be really interesting because usually the 1-1 is a huge hit or miss. Some teams, they know how to counter her, meanwhile some teams, they get completely ravaged out and they don't exactly have a way to really deal with her. So let's see what will be happening, because right now two black theme heroes, one of course a bard who plays the violin, but sadly right now it's a bazooka, or what I like to call rocket. Another is a bird lady. So with it, let's see what... Wow, I like their names as well. Full Clip, Agony, Fam, Phoenix, Aki. You know, all names that you can pronounce. I'm not saying, but man, do I not hate it when there's a name that I cannot pronounce. It's in Korean and Chinese or Japanese, and I have to search in the Google, what does it mean? And sometimes it's not 100% accurate, but of course, right? So I really love when they have proper names, so shout out to them. Anyways, with it, Molsom, what do you think about the first 3 picks from both ends?
Before I say that one, I would like to add this one, okay? Sorry to not answer you directly, but
no
look
issues.
at Fuse 5 side, they have Soma. He's going to be great, okay? He's the best, I mean, no, I can't say the best, like one of the best that I have seen so far, so I have high hopes on him again. But this guy, literally, every time I talk good about him, he will start playing really bad, and when I do not have an eye on him, he would literally control the entire game for Fuse 5. Like, every team, they used to have their jungler or mage or maybe a marksman carrying the game, but as F5, the re-explainer Soma, particularly the same name as me, is the guy who used to carry the re-explain. So I have high hopes on Fuse 5, but at the same time, RVLT Revolution, maybe some kind of link might be there
Crowned
between
by
us, but it
heaven's
doesn't
mandate,
give the
my
fact that I have to
legacy
decide on
shall
them because the
endure.
name matters a lot to me. And of course, we are in the drafting stage. Why not talk about the first 3 pick, isn't it? We are going straight with the double S tier coming from Full Clip with the Lancelot and Jere with this Yi Sanxin. This is a quite more like a decent pick coming from both team, but I would like to add it up as a revolution. Picking up this obvious real early is going to help them a lot. For Lancelot, he can go the semi build also. He can still deal tons of damage. He can go straight into the back line and can punish the far side. And even the Granger, like Granger, they do not have a proper dash that is long enough to dash away from hero like Lancelot. So this is going to be another easy mark from Full Clip. I can't guarantee anything because 3 Squishy being picked from the side of Fuse 5 already is going to be a lot of trouble for Full Clip himself, because there are so many heroes that are squishy to target him, might get dragged away. But let's see. But I do like the fact that obvious being this early is going to matter a lot. And oh my gosh, Lapu Lapu is not banned from both ends. If Fuse 5 take it and if this Soma plays the Lapu Lapu, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Fuse 5 might literally wreck them up. I should say it in that sense, but I do not know it is going to be a Lapu Lapu going up against Phobias, or maybe someone that is chunky enough to out-sustain, out-burst it. Maybe a Tamus, do you think? Oh...
Might just be the, talking about thickness. We get the thickest one with the thickest shields. It's the Esmeralda coming in just to sustain it out. Lapu Lapu also kind of works with the damage after all. Obviously, we glaze him because he is glazing territory because of how well he can sustain and how well you can make those outplays. But at the same time, Lapu Lapu will require a lot of more micro decisions to be made, and it can be a little bit risky. Esmeralda, though, I think she's a little bit more simpler. You have the falling star moon, then you just get to give the shield, you take the shield away. So I think that is the reason they want to go with a little bit safe. It's just game number 1. Do not sweat it so much, and with it, looks like it's gonna be, of course, one of the Esmeralda's sworn enemy, and for some reason also has the Valentine skin with. It's gonna be the Kufra coming into the scene, and they might be choosing the mid laner as the Kimi, going for that range overall. It's gonna be looking interesting. Anyways, I love their, obviously, the squad initials, RVLT, Revolution X DTS, right? And of course, I love their names. They feel like a really good, like an esports team already. Like they got the aesthetic part really well done, I would definitely say. So let's see how good their execution is. I saw the poster recently from MTL management, right? And I was excited to see them playing in, like, obviously in some tournament. And I'm so glad I'm casting for them, actually. And tonight, I'll be witnessing how good they are able to perform. But of course, this is just a game number 1, ladies and gentlemen, best of 3 series. And against them stands Fusion 5, F5. Like that name as well. Could have been, I mean, you can think of it as like, I guess, a Ferrari or something, but hey, with that, the draft has been finalized, and I definitely think, the great fact that you mentioned, that the other side, they have squishy heroes, 3 of them. Full Clip is going to be trying to take the advantage to the maximum potential, and I'm looking forward to that one. But at the same time, the Kimi and the 1-1 also kind of fall in the same squishy territory. So both of them have to watch each other's feet and don't get swept away, as we're obviously going to be going into the game pretty soon also.
Drafting is quite excellent, and especially the mid lane side, Kimi might not be clear fast like the far south when it comes to the lane clearance, but I do believe that this Kimi might be playing a better game when it comes to a team fight, because Farsa, she'll rely on her Feather Airstrike and everyone is going to mark her right away. And for Kimi, it is going to have a Kufra to protect it, isn't it? It is going to give a slight advantage. So that is the thing that I was caring about, the mid lane stage, the mid phase, how they are going to play. But keeping that all aside, we'll ask our dear host, Mr. Hoster, to do the intro, but not for now, because this game 1 is going to be particularly for me, as I would like to welcome each and everyone who are watching the stream. Welcome to the Land of Dawn in this MEA x FEAI Grand Fest Season 1. You are watching the MOBA 5v5 category. In this Grand Fest, it is not going to be just MOBA 5v5. We are going to witness multiple gaming tournament. If you want to get more info, more update about this tournament itself as well, make sure you check out in the Instagram, that is the Mizou Esport Association. At the blue side, we have the Team Revolution X DTS, and at the red side, we have Fuse 5. And today, in this, the dash, it is me, Malsom, and our main caster, our hype caster, is going to be none other than the most entertaining guy that we have in the mobile 5v5 community, Mr. Ray. And yes, in case you do not know, when I mention Mr. Ray, it means that he is taken. He's the husband of Miss Juju as well.
I love the fact that they always mention it. You never forget.
I mean,
Malsom is a real one, guys. He's
right?
a wingman. If you want him to become the wingman, make sure you contact him for the payment fees. But anyways, with it, looking forward to what's gonna happen. Both sides playing a very disciplined game so far. Just a little bit of poking, not too much aggression. I think they're just saving it for the turtle that will be coming in 20 seconds, and I think that is where we'll most likely see our first engage, or maybe even the first blood. Little bit of movement to the bottom, but I don't think they're going to be taking a fight. Of course, it's a wan, and with it, they'll most likely head towards the top lane, go for a turtle soup. But let's see, they gather in the mid lane. Do they want to do something? I don't think so. They're just waiting.
Both teams, it seems like both their roamers rely on those setup quite a lot. So until his level 4 Pro, of course, going against Noran is going to have a slight advantage, and when it comes to disabling the backline, of course it is going to be Kupra who get the supremacy. But do keep in mind that the Federal Strike is being landed, and it is even called out right away.
Immediately the execution has been used. Look at the ultimate. Oh, the ultimate just did not connect, but look at that. The turtle will be get taken. Phoenix trying to go in a little bit. He's trying to wait for the backup maybe, but look at the other side. Soma coming in from the back end with the shields and everything. Obvious wants to go back in again. Lancelot was low, so because of that he had to retreat. First blood secured, and the next one is going to be Agony taken down. And 0-4-2 score right now. Fuse 5 with turtle and 2 kills. They're doing a great job. I definitely think there were like few of the skills did not connect, and they should have retreated, but maybe they thought they could get a kill. But ultimately that was kind of a misjudgment, but it's okay. It's still 3 minutes in. It's still quite early for them to get the movement back.
I really like the way how Fuse 5 were doing. Farsa, she knows that she cannot participate well with the Federal Strike during those full team fights, so he used it wisely because Lancelot full clip, he needs to go back, secure the blue buff, maybe reaching level 5 so that he get the supremacy when it comes to last hitting the retribution at the turtle particularly. But Fela with his Farsa, a wise decision, using the Federal Strike, bursting down a little bit. Just one Federal Strike is bursting down full clip HP, although it was cancelled right away. That hit is literally changing things around. And of course Malsom, Soma here, he was literally zoning off. There's nothing he can do. He get the dash, but once he get the dash, who is there? It is already Jiraiya with the Yi Senshin securing the turtle, giving a full advantage to the side of Fuse 5, and that's how they do it. They did it. That is an excellent play, a classy play, a mastermind win to their side. But look at here, would it be an isolation of crossbow bang is being kicked out, but still lands it in that kind of tight situation. I was not believing that it would be enough to burst down them, but the Y2J, I guess he can't heal it. He's a marksman after all, isn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. I do think, well, that's a kill to the 1-1. That's a heavy one because, into the bottom lane though. What is that? Soma with a little bit of pressure. Okay, Yishin trying to go back, finds himself in a little bit of a pickle, but has to get out of there. Dashes in, dashes out, and with it, here comes Fiela. Might just use up the ultimate, but okay, he's not doing it. Maybe communicating that Soma might be getting the kill, but there comes, of course, Phoenix over here, and okay, not enough mana. Fiela also gets his ultimate cancelled out, but the turtle also goes into the hands of the Yishin. So far, an extremely well-disciplined game from the hands of Fuse 5, not giving out too many bodies, except for, of course, on the bottom lane, the Kufra caught out the Minotaur, but other than that, really well-disciplined game so far.
There was no serious casualty that just happened there. It's more of like poking each other, zoning each other out, and it was a success coming from the side of Fuse 5 because they were playing just so aggressive. And Somo, of course, as already mentioned in the beginning of the drafting stage, he's the kind of EXP laner who can literally carry the entire lineup. So he does it really well in the early phase already. He's zoning off 3-4 heroes, but just by himself, he's good enough, and giving Fuse 5 another free turtle, and securing those free turtle allows them to secure a total of 1000 gold plate already. And if this keeps on happening, Fuse 5 might even grab an easy win, or maybe even get the chance to end the game within 10 minutes. That's how they are doing so well, because Fuse 5, you want to know why they are so good? I believe you'll know that Tartaras, I mean, you would know eventually because everyone knows them. But Crooks Requiem, they are the one, this team Fuse Fight, they are the one who literally knocks them out from this tournament. Although
Wow.
Crooks Requiem might not be in their full 5-man, but at least most of their teammates are there in it. So, when the Red Strike down planet, even a roamer doesn't get the chance. That is how well equipped Fuse Fight is. Every detail, every inch, everything they do, even if it is a phobias, they can still find ways. I mean, even if it is a Cobra that is rotating around, they'll pick it off, but Phobias, he can't be burst out that quick, and if they try to burst down this Phobias, Cobra is going to be there for the backup. Fuse 5, again, another outplay from their side. If this keeps on happening, I have no idea what is coming up.
Absolutely, because they saw Kufra was out of position in the sense there was no one nearby, and they saw free kill immediately. Spent all their resources on him. But oh, look at that, a little bit of pressure coming in from FEAI. He cancels the ultimate, but Pirates Revenge and Rage being used, connects in, but at the same time Phoenix goes into the back lane, but he will get taken down. Lancelot with the execution will take a kill on Y2Z, will get slayed out, still dashing in and out, but it's not gonna be enough. He does capture a double kill, but we will be getting taken down right now. Kimi and the 1-1 come into the scene, secure a double kill for Fam. Right now trying to go towards Sherry, but he's inside the turret. But okay, Kufra trying to find the position for the Tyrant's Rage, but look at that, he goes in. CC immune, but it's not gonna be enough. 3 people are cornering him, but at the cost of agony. But hey, that is a positive trait for a roamer, for a jungler. That is a massive one. With it, Revolution and DTS, they make a clapback immediately, getting the lead back into their hands.
Literally controlling game back into direction, and right now Revolution are going to have a slight advantage when it comes to securing the turtle, or maybe like a total control, because the roamer, the jungler isn't going to be around. But look at this fan up already in the backline zoning them off. Are they going to engage again this one? But not yet, because they are in the safe area inside their first tier turret. It is not going to be much serious plays coming up for now, as both team might like to play a little bit risky, maybe try to turn things a little bit on the side lane. But when it comes to the domination, I should say Fuse 5 secures 2 turtle, but on the side of Revolution, they secure 1 turtle and 1 turret. A turtle can spawn again, but a turret won't spawn again. So in the end, I guess Revolution might be the one who are having just a slight lead in this game particularly.
Absolutely, especially considering the last one gives you a lot of gold. Look at the pressure they're putting on Phoenix, getting melted down so severely, but he will retreat for now because there's no diver right now. Because of it, they will survive for at least 1-1 with the 3 builds done. Goes in so fast for that anti-heal, really wants to make sure into the bottom lane. Oh, the Kufra will miss the revenge, but does not miss. But the Minion Fury will come in. The 1-1 comes in with the crossbow. Tang takes a kill, but with it, Minotaur will not get taken down. He's still trying to go win. Takes a kill, double kill secured for Fam, but at the price of a shutdown. Jerry secures a double kill as well, back to back. But with it, Lancelot with the dash, just gets the puncture, and the kill will get secured into the hands of Full Clip. And with it, he's going to be making a retreat. And with it, the side of Fuse 5 will go back. Trades after trades, both of the sides lose multiple of their bodies. Marksman for marksman, roamer for roam. But at the end, who comes out on top? Okay, Full Clip wanted to go in, did not commit to it just yet. And looks like they're going to go back. Falling Star Moon comes in into the mid lane. But the Phobius still wants to go in, but decides to not to, with the rest of the reinforcements coming in.
So what Team Fuse 5 are doing is pressuring with their entire team, more like 5v5 fight, try to outnumber them in like fortress situation. Somehow they are doing it better when it comes to team fight. But the small detail that is coming from the side of Team Revolution is that, see, when everyone is sticking together, sharing their goal, one person would literally split push it. Even if Revolution are losing the team fight, if they keep on getting the farm, slowly they will get advantage when it comes to the late game. But right now everyone is in total control.
Oh, the flank comes in. Minion Fury being used, but the crossbow of Tang activates right now, dishing out the most of the damage. But Soma will also get taken down by, of course, none other than this jumping eagle with so much damage. And right now, Fam with 7 kills into his hands. Looks like he's gonna be unstoppable. Okay, Lancelot comes in with a few shings, dashes in and out, but just a little bit of flex there. And with it, looks like they're gonna be heading towards that Lord. Shin does have the retribution, but does not have any frontliners. But okay, ultimate comes in. Kimi just dodges it out, but the Lord goes into the hands of course, Revolution XDTS. And this is a little bit of a push and pull game, but of course, at this point around, the pull is obviously into the side of Revolution XDTS as they've taken the Lord, and they're going to be pushing majority of the tier 1s and the tier 2s as well, gaining that macro advantage, fam, with a lot of confidence. Oh, Kufra comes in with another Tyrant's Revenge, but of course there is a little bit of immunity, but look at the ultimate coming on top of Soma. Fam does not commit to it, does not have the Inspire just yet, decides to retreat, but at the same time, Lancelot comes in with his Xing Xing, goes in, but the Yushin Shin also retreats out of there. Minion Fury being used, knocks up 2 people, falling Star Mode pops in as well, a lot of damage being dished out all over the map, but is it going to be enough? The 1-1 finally has the ultimate, will she commit to it? Yes, she does, with the crossbow tank, takes the kill, but the kill goes into the hands of course, the Kimmy, and with it, they're going to be making a swift retreat, with it 13-10, and 3,000 goal lead into the hands of Revolution SBTS. Oh, the Lancelot with so much aggression has to retreat out of there. But oh, he wants to go back again, wants to take a kill, and he does so. Full clip with a full kill. Unexpected for Jerry, who did not suspect that he will get taken down.
What was that damage coming out from full clip? Maybe, of course, that is going to be an 8-stack War X that is literally piercing the Yi Sunshin. And right now, it is really hard to determine if Team Fuse5 are still in charge of the game right now, because the Revolution are literally showing their changes. Maybe because they get a management from MTL management. It is it. But anyways, I mean, not anyways, because that is the only reason how they could manage themselves so well. They have a reason to do it, and they prove it right now. But as already mentioned, I still have high hopes on how Fuse5 can still turn the game around, because while the Minotaur is not visible in the map, or when Minotaur is visible in the map and they know that he won't be there to follow it up, Revolution, they would just dive into someone, even if it's an Esmeralda, just anything that can move. They would literally dive in there and they would full commit, and that's how Revolution can only secure the kill. But when the Minotaur is there, there's no way Revolution can win or the fight. But do keep in mind that we are getting closer to the late stage of the game, and once we reach the late stage of the game, it is not just one who's going to be annoying. They even have Aki with this Kimi, which is going to be so annoying. And talking about annoying, the E-girl.
Oh my god, Tyrant's Revenge connects into 4 people, knocks him up. Look at Phoenix going in so deep, but at the same time, look at the front behind comes in the damage from the 1-1, double kill secured, and she's gonna be jumping back to the safety. Oh my god, the 1-1 melted the Minotaur first, then the ultimate popped onto the Esmeralda, and of course Y2J was able to dash it out, but the one who could not is of course their Farsa right now. They're pressuring in, knockup comes in as well, killing spree, and with it, a fast-paced victory. You think they were the one leading from the beginning with how dominating the game became at the end. Revolution XDTS showing a different kind of... This is not a snowball. They just came in so strong in the end that I don't think Fusion 5 was ready to take it.
They get the chance to, you know, wrap it out. The moment they got the mic, it's like they stood it non-stop, just like our W Hypecaster. The moment he is getting the mic, he started doing his thing, isn't it, guys? Just like that, the Revolution are showing their chance. They are maximizing the only chance that they could get it, and then in the end they turn that chance into a W. Well play coming from the side of Revolution, but do keep in mind that Fuse5, they were the one who are in charge of the early game. They do not have a proper late game scaling hero. Maybe that is why things doesn't turn out so well, but we can't conclude it, isn't it? Game 2 is coming up. I mean, it is not just coming up, it is going to come out right away. So I guess, ladies and gentlemen, don't go anywhere as the drafting phase for game number 2 begins right now.
What a timing, man. Great transition. Great transition. You should make those, you know, TikTok transition stuff.
But I'm a social media manager only. I do freelance editing. Come on.
You
I should know that,
should.
right?
No, I mean, like, you should make more of them. You should make more of that, with yourself. Maybe of course at the event where there's got punching bags. You can make a transition with the punching bag. The fist goes in, and you can make a transition. There's also, of course, the claw machine as well. I've never tried the claw machine. In the movies and shows, they always show that the claw machine is really hard. You can never pick up a teddy bear. But I sometimes feel like maybe I can do it, but at the same time, I feel like I'm overestimating myself, because definitely if it was so easy, arcade machines and their owners would go broke. It's definitely very hard, right? So looking forward to those arcade machines more, I'm gonna be honest, because they're kind of rare, especially in events. You'd only see them at like very expensive malls and stuff, all those fancy places. But in an event, that is such a rare scene to see, and I think it would definitely create a lot of chaotic movement, because everybody wants to get on that machine, put a coin in and just participate and have fun. So we can definitely talk about the event a lot more. But with that, ladies and gentlemen, of course, just like Molso mentioned, Game 2 coming in, Revolution X DTS early game. It looked like they were playing a bit defensive, but the moment Fam got those 5 kills, boom, immediate snowball started. There was a little bit of course, response back from the hands of Fuse 5, but it was not enough. In the end, the domination was there, and I'm looking forward to what they can bring, because this time around, they have obviously the flashy swordsman, but the other side, they might get the most strongest hero in the game, the best hero in the game, in fact. But like legit, there's so many things that I love about this hero. I cannot stop. Like, look at her beauty. Look at those beautiful butterflies. Look at the theme of her outfit, black and Blackpink. If you like Blackpink, you should definitely love her as well. And of course, the hair aesthetic, the short hair. There's so many things I love about her.
Enough glazing, enough. So
not enough.
We need to cut him off right away, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for those kind of things. Yes, of course, Jujin is beautiful, but I mean, if a Jujin is there, we can't let a Ray take over the mic, or else it would be the entire game talking about the Jujin particularly.
Jujin podcast.
Yeah, I mean, you guys would like to hear more about him, but I need to take it away so that you guys can have another interesting hype moment, isn't it? So let me just steal it away, the mic, and the drafting phase is looking quite interesting. For the side of Revolution, they are not in a rush to pick the Yi Senshin yet, the double S tier hero, because if a life slot is being picked there, maybe picking heroes like Frejin can still counter it, or maybe Revolution might even use Saber, we do not know, or maybe a worthy pick, something like a Link, isn't it? I'm more excited to see Link, but what will a Yi Senshin do now? Because not the Lapu. What just happened? What just happened? They get the chance to grab the Lapu, the triple S tier EXP laner according to Molsom. They could have get it, but Full Clip decided to go with the Hayabusa. Maybe this might be a better choice, but keeping that aside for now, let's just look at the drafting phase. At the banning section, it is a Glue that is being banned out from Revolution side, a Baxia and a Kalia, and for the side of Fuse 5, of course, a 1-1 ban might come up, following up by a Kadita and a CC, and the first clip is quite accurate, and Revolution with a smart choice, banning out that Lapu right away, making sure that the Hayabusa can freely secure the turn.
My mission
it might
is to
be an
protect
interesting
lives.
fight. So keeping that aside for now, the most important thing that I would like each and everyone us to hear is that the tournament that you are watching right now is organized by MEA and FEAI, and this tournament is called the Grand Fest, also known as a gaming festival where not just MOBA 5v5, multiple gaming tournament is organized, and the LAN, it is also a LAN, and the LAN tournament is going to start on October 16, 17, and 18 at Ardeng Chuama Hall in Mizoram, Aizawl. If you ever plan to come, I will tell you one good reason why you should come into the LAN event, because there's going to be a delicious, tasty stall happening around there. Like the food they are going to do aesthetic style. Maybe we might see some Mizo tradition food also, because I do not eat.
I won't try.
Yeah, I'll try also. I'll try around the tradition. That's how not updated time, because I'm the kind of guy who just eat noodles. But Ray was talking about the tow machine, isn't it? All those arcade machines are going to be included in the LAN event there. If you are tired with the game, like for example, you are watching the game right now and they are hitting a break and you want to get entertained, isn't it? If you want to get entertained during those times, there's going to be arcade games that you can play, and of course, a piece is going to be set there. Maybe an open FIFA game, is it? I do not know. If you want to know, Come to Mizoram Arding Trauma Hall, October 16, 17, and 18. Got your ticket in advance, and there's a chance that Mizoram is going to open its first railway station, so you can get easy transportation, isn't it? And something that surprised me in this entire tournament, Leslie becoming from Juju.
You know, I have a few things to say. First of all, definitely the elephant in the room, or maybe the Filipino fighter, of course, that's the Lapu-Lapu. Why did they show him and not pick it? A little bit confused with the decision, because first of all, they pick up Gatot, which can be countered out by the Zushin, because of course Gatot is not CC immune, Lapu-Lapu is. So, a little bit confused there. Second thing is, for sure, one more reason, is that that Leslie, you know, that Leslie pick comes out of in a little bit of a sour place, because I love Leslie, by the way. Funny enough, Leslie is my second most hero. I actually have.
You can't say that in front of your wife, Ray. Please.
No, because you can say. I have Leslie Indian rank for a reason. Okay, I was a Leslie main. You know, I think every Indian player has played Leslie at some point in their life, for sure. So. She's a good hero, but to pick her up so out of nowhere, especially when there are divers, I'm a little bit doubtful about those ones. But let's see. Hopefully they have a plan and they can make this composition work. Unless Revolution X DTS, this team is looking very promising for a 2-0 sweep.
Hoping to see that, and at the same time, I am having high chance for the side of Fuse 5 to literally control this game. Although Leslie might not be the best pick, and even though I'm the one who is surprising, it is just Hayabusa who can dive in so well. And you know, if a Hayabusa can't land inside SB1, as there is going to be hero like Hilda, Egatoin right in front of him, and Lancelot is going to be dashing around non-stop. So let's see how the game prolongs, and yeah, best of luck for both the teams, but the intro, we have to hand it to the best host that we have around.
Thank you, Malsum, again, because ladies and gentlemen, of course, welcome back into this best of 3 series between Fuse 5 and Revolt X DTS, who have already gotten 1 match pointed at game number 1. Of course, this is a Grand Fest won by MEA x FEAI, and of course, the sponsors are already in the screen in collaboration with DTS, powered by Vista, CK Hyundai, and of course, NextG, our internet partner. So thank you for them to making this happen. Of course, Malsum has already given you all the details, and if you missed it, definitely follow the Instagram page for, of course, Mizo Esports Association, MEA. But already, let's dive in the action as match 2 is already here. Myself, Ray, and I'm joined by this charming Malsum, who told me that I shouldn't say good things about Leslie in front of my wife. I agree, but I'm just trying to do my analysis, homie. But anyways, let's see.
No.
Can't do that for sure. Okay.
No, I mean, everyone can do it except you. Like, we give you being a wingman for you for these past 2 days. I mean, like today and yesterday, and I'm giving my everything. You can't disappoint me as well, the community, because it is just you and Jujin now. No one is trying to come between you guys anymore. But keeping your romance stuff aside, because we are going to witness an impactful match, because this is already a match point for the side of Revolution, and the first turtle is going to spawn real soon. And look at this outnumber plays already happened here.
Yeah, into the top lane, Flicker gets used out. So Soma not gonna be having those, you know, aggressive Flicker steal plays if he wants to make them. And of course, he cannot retreat. He does only have the first skill. Okay, Aki knowing it that they do not have it. Full clip, do you want to go in as well? No, they're just gonna help Phoenix clear the lane, get to level 4 faster. Because look at that, Noren 2.0 still level 3, might get the advantage, but look at the damage coming in from Fila. Phoenix taken down quite low, but regenerates a lot of the HP back. Lancelot comes in, Phoenix will fall victim, but there comes the fist. The punches are gonna be there. Full clip, secures the turtle for himself. Soma with the double kill, but is it gonna be enough? The Hayabusa gets funded right now and punished. Full clips. Gets taken down. This looks like it was not a plan to the side of Revolt X DTS we're planning to do. Looked like that set was beautiful, but at the end the result not in their favor.
Literal control coming from the side of F5 game when it comes to team fight. And look at that better airstrike. You can't do that right in front of FEAI. I'm so sorry for that one. And yes, it is trio already. The side of Revolution, although they secured the turtle, it doesn't matter that they are winning those fights. It is the most important thing for the early phase. But what made more impactful is getting the better trade. FEAI might lose their turtle, but they secure a solid 3 kill, killing their jungler, EXP laner, and even the roamer, although they might not deal damage for the Zendak part, but at least killing that much is going to give enough gold for the side of FEAI. And look at the gold, it is already onto their hands from the side of FEAI. If this game keep on going like that, of course this Leslie, we might be skeptical about it. It will get enough farm, and obviously one shot when Hayabusa is trying to dive in. But look at the EXP side here. It seems that I was expecting like Gilda to be more aggressive right in front of Epogias, but I guess the map is always quite random. The macro control coming from the side of Revolution is quite real, not giving themselves wide open, maybe giving hard time for Soma.
Yeah, okay, into the top lane, little bit of pressure there, but full kit with that damage. Right now, the damage comes in from FEAI, and okay, he used the ultimate, but it's not gonna be enough. Soma gets another killing spree, and with it, Phoenix still continues to fight in. The fist comes in, and looks like Soma gets a shutdown. Phoenix takes the kill, and right now, he's still going in for the FEAI. Might be able to capture it, but look at the pressure coming in from Jere right now, and with it, they'll make a steadfast retreat. But with it, they're purple. Do they want to contest it? Do they want to keep it? Looks like the turtle has also spawned in. Okay, a little bit of pressure there. Agony was hiding in the bush. The pressure might be coming in from the Brody as well, because he's coming into the mid lane, but looks like he will retreat back. And the purple buff contention still going in. Hayabusa can take this turtle right from the under the nose of the Lancelot, who's getting quite a lot of pressure. FEAI just waiting for the ultimate to come back. The priorities are a little bit different. The map is quite chaotic right now with all the members taking different positions and different priorities. Might commit to anyone right now. Okay, Fam is also joining the team fight. Turtle comes in. Look at the fist coming as well. Phobius with, of course, the demonic rush. Okay, damage being dished out. FEAI with the ultimate. Kill secured for Fam. But at the same cost, they lose out Phoenix as well. The fists do not stop. AOG will be used defensively as they go back, and with it, okay, Zushin does not have enough mana. They want to go in for the fight. Okay, Crimson Beacon comes in, and looks like FEAI will pay a price right now as Aki will take the kill, and with it, Lancelot, okay, he does have immunity, I think, but no, he gets a kill as well. Gets taken down 5-4, and the turtle gone too?
Again,
oh my god.
The Revolution just in the moment when Team FEAI are out of 4, hitting another banger. That is the exact same thing that is happening in the previous match, isn't it? And right now, for the part memory, almost connect the final blow, but I guess without the Sky Piercer, can't land the final blow yet. But look at FEAI with the Feather Airstrike zoning off Fenhox, but I don't think that is the best thing you can do right now, because the mid turret is wide open. No one is going to defend except you. I mean, they can defend, but they can't defend like the versa. So that is going to be a first tier turret taking from the side of Revolution, and that is going to give them a better chance to outplay when it comes to the macro. Y2J wide open. Even an AOG is used for, oh my gosh, that flicker, but still.
Oh, Agony with the punches, but the flicker will be used by the Leslie, but Agony has to retreat right now. Rest of the members, the Zushin comes in, of course, the Lantern Flare with the damage being dished out, takes a kill into Soma. Lancelot has to retreat with the execution, and with it, they will make a steadfast retreat, but is it going to be enough? Do they want to go back in? Phoenix looking for an angle. Does he want to go with the flicker combo? Yes, he does. And with it, the Zushin Crimson Beacon comes in. Fam takes a killing spree. Right now, they're going to go for the FEAI as well as they take the kill by Zushin. Killing spree secured. Leslie also falls down as well. Phoenix secures the kill. 3-man down at the instant moment. Damn, I knew the Phoenix was coming in, but they did not, of course. And 5-8 kills right now into the board. 7 minutes in. Revolution X DTS. The pressure. Look at the macro they have on the map. It's literally turning red.
Literally red, and so is the minions doing great job right here. And of course, let's not forget that this is the advantage you get when you get managed by the MTL management. And yeah, it is 8-5 right now. They try to burst down the battle. Would this be risky? Not for the part memory, but look at Jere with the security. Phantom execution, but it totally locks it down. Fenox with the knockback, and Agony with all those punches turns the kill. And while they were busy, of course, it is going to be full flip with the ninja play, securing the turtle while everyone is busy. Good management coming from the side of Revolution as well. Macro literally into their side as all the first tier turret falls into their hand. FEAI is ready to drop those bombs, but right now Revolution are hunger for more fight. But look at that AOG play coming up. Oh, not AOG, it's more like the conceal play. I'm sorry for that.
It's okay, it's okay. You know, miss slips from the lips happen. But anyways, I think he wanted to engage, but a little bit he could not find that angle to do so. So because of that, they will just retreat. But right now, okay, Noren 2.0 takes a little bit of damage and to the punch to the face. But on the other side, the pressure is still in. Tier 2s are down on the bottom lane and the top lane as well. Mid lane also gonna get pressured pretty soon. 1 minute 10 seconds left for the Lord, and with it the side of Revolt X DTS looking for those juicy turrets, trying to dig inside the base to get that macro lead to the point that FEAI, the only thing they can play is a defensive one. Okay, pressure comes in into the mid lane. They might just be going in. Look at the pressure from FEAI. The damage is there. AOG being used defensively. But Hayabusa with the shadows go back in, but decides not to commit just yet. He doesn't have that ultimate. And with it, he's gonna make a retreat, it looks like. But there's a minion wave. That minion wave might be a green lit for the side of Revolution X DTS to go in. They are trying to look for that angle. Lancelot comes in, but look at the Badang with the fist crack that comes in. Will be behind, but Agony will be in. But at the same time, Dick will kill. Soma will get taken down by the sky. Here's a damage from Aki. But at the same time, Phoenix will pay the price with his life as well. Look at the damage coming in from the far side. But the retaliation, Jiri will also fall. Full Clip does have the ultimate, but seeing he can't find exact window, decides to just go back. Lord, only 5 seconds left into the clock. They can commit to it, but first, turret.
Revolution, that was a great trade they just get. They could just go back and secure the Lord is in it, as Jeremy is going to be slightly a little bit delayed when it comes to following up, but they do have the AOG coming from the Gato, but every second count. Let's see here, from the side of Revolution, they started bringing down this Lord so quick. And by the way, regarding the team fight, it was a 2-for-2 trade, but killing your jungler when the Lord is about to spawn is making a big impact. And talking about impact just now, Revolution got their free Lord, as you can see. And right now, Noren, what is that position? He got locked up. The continuous chain CC is just so much. He can use the AOG, but once he gets the chance, he could barely survive without. And talking about barely surviving, imagine when FEAI get a chance to play proper 5-man-5, I think it would be really impactful, but the gold difference is getting wide. It is already 9,000 gold difference. The Lord is marching toward the mid lane, and guys, get ready to witness as Ray is going to rock bottom this team fight.
Let's see if they can make a team fight. They are putting the pressure in really heavily, but is it going to be enough? Okay, they tear down on that mid inhibitor, but so far no engages just yet. But look at the pressure coming in. Noren will get fisted. The punches are going to be there. Hayabusa looking for the angle. Lucky takes the kill for Unstoppable. The ultimate is there. FEAI with 1 HP survives it all despite that. But look at the pressure into the bottom lane. That shield is going to be blessing them a little bit more. Lancelot with the triangle defends it for a little bit, but at the same time, Phoenix looking for that angle to go in. The damage comes in from FEAI. Federer strike, the bombs are there. The bombardment is not enough to take them down, but force a recall. But with it, okay, Full Clip still looking for that angle, wants to take down FEAI. The shadow is there, but decides not to go in. There's the Hilda coming in, but the bottom lane turret, well, it's gonna get taken down. Top lane inhibitor is the only one that's left, and with it, they make a retreat, decide to regroup, and this is not the end, as FEAI, at the cost of 2 inhibitors, make a defense.
That was so good, I should say. It is the very first turtle Lord of the game. They make a successful Lord push. They even secure all the second tier, like all the outer turret has been secured, and on top of that, the mid lane and the bot lane inhibitor is being secured by the side of Team Revolution. And if this keeps on happening, it would be somehow hard for the side of FEAI because the gold lead is already gapping up to a total of 10,000. And you know what happened when there's a 10,000 gold difference? It is not just one item difference. Look at here, we can even witness like at some particular role there is already 2 item difference happening right now. So if this keep on coming out, even if it is a 4v5 or maybe a 3v5 opening up, this could be a good chance for the side of Republic. Okay, it seems Phoenix is there. I mean, to follow it up, but there is no flicker. You might like to slow it down for now, isn't it, Ray? And also, the Lord is going to spawn within a few seconds. Bot team might like to make some kind of plays, maybe the turn-by-turn plays, and anything can happen. We can't start it for now, but look at the control, the macro coming from side of Revolution, literally pushing all the minions from the bot lane and the mid lane. And if we are looking at the top lane, it is a slow push coming out, dragging the hero apart. And right now Revolution is going to get a free Lord, and with a one good push, maybe they might able to end the game. And the only way for the side of FEAI to turn things back into their action is to, maybe there might be lots of kills straight happening out, but they need to find a way in which they could live to fight a little bit longer.
I'm sorry about if my voice was gone. Actually, internet issues, man. You know, I was reconnecting for a few seconds. Did I miss anything?
Yeah,
nah, it looks like I didn't. Man, this internet sometimes really sucks, right? Suddenly the network is gone, but hey, thankfully I got some data, so with it I'm gonna be able to cover. But oh, let's see if they're able to cover their bases, because of course the Nexus is exposed out. No inhibitors on the bottom and the mid lane. The top is the only one left, but the minions are going to be coming in. There's the Lord, might be the final push in. The Lord walks in. Look at the concealed play. The feather airstrike. The bombardment is there. Is it going to be enough? Distracted for a little bit, but into the backline. Monster kill secured. Lancelot with a lot of damage, and the execution wants to go into the backline. Is it going to be enough? No, it is not. Phoenix takes the kill onto Jerry, and with it, Lord already knocking into the base, and looks like it is going to be a successful takedown, because the Brody, no, Leslie with the double kill, shut down secured, monster kill retaliation, Aki with double kill, is that a triple? But no, it doesn't matter, because that will hit, they're gonna be securing the base, a clean sweep from Revolution x DTS, a full-on chaotic end, but an end nonetheless, as they secure this game with, again, I would say, lot of great domination. And whoa, all the Zushins getting MVP in this tournament, is it?
I mean, I already planned it for you, isn't it?
Thank you,
Yeah.
Don't say management and Molsom for making this possible.
I mean, yeah. So, well, I was not expecting that kind of turn coming from the side of FEAI, to be honest, because they always, game number 1 also, they were controlling it so bad, and game number 2, they were controlling it so bad again here. At the very early phase of the game, they are in total control. They always get a better trade, or maybe doesn't give the chance to get Revolution to get a trade also. But slowly, Revolution, when their formation is apart, they stick together, showing themselves that they get some sort of a better synergy for the time being. But what can we say? The only thing I could say was, the only thing that I can say for now is that GG, well play for both the teams. I should say FEAI are doing a great job for that game. I guess what they are lacking is a proper chemistry, a proper timing to do things together that is all connected into the team synergy. But of course, picking hero like Leslie might not be so suiting for the tournament. And yeah, with that being said, that is all for game number 1. We'll be back in a jiffy, as game number 2 we are going to have Nirvana going up against Lugnika.
banning.
Hello everyone, we are back in the MEX FEAI Grand Fest Season 1 Sweet Stage, the very last elimination round for this particular 1-1 stage. And tomorrow, we are going to witness the first ever team that is going to advance to the LAN, also known as the Pool 2-0. I will not be talking about that one for now, but just telling you a little bit what is coming up next. And right now we're going to have a really interesting match coming up between Lugnika, and at the red side it is going to be Team Nirvana. Both teams have made it this far, they proved themselves they are worthy for each and everything that they have achieved so far. But tonight is the night that they are going to give their everything. Myself, Malsom on the decks, and right side, since there's no ban yet, I would like to introduce you, the husband of Miss Jujin.
Thank you again, Malsom. Obviously a pleasure back again on this desk. Of course, we are not sitting together yet, but hey, it's nice to be here with you. Of course, MEX FEAI Grand Fest 1, ladies and gentlemen. We just had a match between Revolution X DTS and of course Fuse 5, and that was a clean sweep. Every game, it felt like Fuse 5 were putting in some action in the early phase, but Revolution X DTS, they showed who's the boss at the end. So maybe we might see something similar with this game around as well, as we dive in, of course, into this match number 2, game number 1. And oh my god, a little bit of disappointment, but hey, at least they're respecting that she's strong, right? But with it, let's see what, of course, Lugnika, and of course the side of Team Nirvana. Really nice names, honestly, but with it, I want really looking forward to what strategies they can pull up with, or if we'll see something new, something creative, because of course the meta is all nice, but sometimes seeing something creative work out also can give you the best goosebumps and of course a lot of hype. And with it, the bans have been done. I would say most of these are of course the meta. Lapu being that SS tier, Zushin of course SSSSSS tier, and Kalia, great roamer as well, Grok, all those good stuff. But with it, a lot of options, and looks like they go with the fish lady. Lancelot opened out, and so is a lot of other heroes. Malsom, do you think immediate Lancelot pick? No.
He's and shit that is
because I saved my nation from falling apart.
And you know what interesting so far, Ray? Since we started from last night, let's just have a flashback from match number 1, 2, 3. I mean, like tonight counting as well. Each and every team have their own strategy, their own meta, their own picks, and right now we are even seeing Kadida this being first pick right now. This clearly show that each and every team are actually a good team. Even if anyone already get eliminated from the tournament, I foreseen a really great future unless they quit their game, they end their current lineup. If they keep on grinding, I have high hopes on each and every team that has made it so far. And yes guys, this is the very last for the 1-1 stage. This is going to be team, I'm not going to repeat it one again, but just this time at the blue side Team Lugnika and at the red side Team Nirvana. This is going to be interesting, and so far it is going to be Cynics with this Hayabusa. And talking about Hayabusa, I guess last night we have seen a Yi Sanshin that is literally being destroyed by North using this Hayabusa, isn't it? So I have high hopes on this Hayabusa, and at the same time picking that Yi Sanshin that early is going to be quite challenging as well. But to be honest, rather than a Yi Sanshin, I'm the kind of guy who is not a fan of like the Yi Sanshin and all this kind of hero. I'm sorry if any one of you guys are there, but I'm more of a hero like that requires more mechanics such as the Lancelot, the Link, even though I don't play so well, but at least like a fan base you can view it. I would like to see that more. And for the side of Team Nirvana, Never Die, let's hope he follows his IG and decided to swap it with a Selena. Wait, Selena?
It's a Selena. We're gonna be seeing, of course, a lot of abyssal arrows and a lot of those abyssal demons being spawned in every corner of the map for the visions, as well as all those annoyances. And of course, I like this because this draft is very different from the past 2 games. We've had the inclusion of course, Selena right now. Tonight's debut, I would say, of course, she has debuted many times in the tournament, but this is the first one. For now, at least, we're going to be seeing the side of Team Nirvana right now with this Yi Shin, just like you said. Okay, Yi Shin, he's a little bit boring. You dash in basic attack, you dash out, you basic attack. It's a little bit repeated things going on and on again and again. But with it, one thing that's for sure, for me at least, that the next phase bans are going to be deciding the factors. But okay, there comes a ban. Looks like, if I'm not wrong, the side of Nirvana missed out one ban, is it? Okay, maybe a misclick. Maybe they waited for too long. Maybe they didn't decide what to do. But with it, they're going to be losing out one ban. Both of the sides mirroring each other with one mid laner, one marksman, and one jungler each. So far, actually, yesterday as well, we saw a lot of mirror drafts being happening. The first 3 priority picks being these 3 heroes and the utilitarian, obviously, territory. This is, of course, the XP lane and the roamers. They were left for the last slot. So let's say with the ban of the Kufra, Gator is still left out open. So is the High Loss. Good solid options, but we might also see something new. I'm still looking out for, hey, if I see a Benedetta robe, I think it might be absolute cinema, but I think that is requesting for too much. But anyways, with it, there's the Beleric ban as well. Looks like they really want to make sure Master on this Bruno gets a really good spot, Molsam.
Of course, giving a solid choice, and for me, particularly banning this Kufra is a smart choice coming out from them. Like, it is more of a pocket pick right now. A Hayabusa, his squad shadow can literally be countered, and Bruno, if he gets stunned, then easy finish off, easy pick off, isn't it? And forcing out a Bruno, a Purify somehow works, but you want to make sure that the Bruno get a flicker so that he can have more mobile and literally outplay the entire 5-man. And right now, the first 3 pick coming from the side of Nirvana is quite juicy for the side of Team Lugnika. Just look at the first 3 pick. It's an Iritel, it's a Yisanshin, it's a Selena. It is going to be an easy
Muscle of iron.
And of course, Egatita, and during those team fight, he is going to out-mobile them all. Lugnika, I guess this kind of small details they are doing in this draft is going to matter a lot, but they can't celebrate any longer as the avatar of the Guardian. Gato is
AOG, right? Like, you know, all these terms, love when they take surface, you know, become mainstream. But with it, gonna be coming in the glue, and a hero that's not that mainstream. I would have loved to, I mean, she's a little bit simple, right? You just roam around and use that ultimate, so not much mechanic, so not a lot of people prefer her, but her ultimate, if connected, can be extremely deadly. At the same time, the inclusion of the glue gonna be having that sustain, not to mention that grab and split gonna be causing a lot of annoyances, I believe, to Selena mainly, because after that one dash, she's kind of vulnerable to people who can run and catch up to her. But with that, the draft closes off with the Black Dragon form coming in. And it's going to be an interesting game for sure, because we're seeing inclusion of the Carmilla, the Selena, the Bruno. I love to see a little bit more flexible drafts. And this one, in point, of course, looking like it. And with it, Molsom, anything you want to say, of course, before we dive in the match?
Of course, I have lots of things every time. Like, I just don't say it much, that's it, okay? To be honest, okay, the red team Nirvana, the Gato pick, it is going to be very good. But if you are going to pick heroes like Gato and Yuzong, you need to get a proper front line. Of course, they can sustain the front line. They can even send back quite a lot. But the thing is that to maximize this kind of hero, you need to allow them to jump out of the blue, to flank those team fight, and to make a perfect bow. And right now, it is going to be both a Yuzong and a Gato going at the same area. This might not be the best setup that they can come from the side of Nirvana, but come on, they have made it this far. Maybe they get something they have to prove us in this game number 1. At the blue side, we have Team Lugnika. At the same time, at the red side, it is going to be Nirvana. At the left, it is me, also who is going to be the co-caster for this game particularly. And our main caster, our high caster, is none other than the husband of Jujin, Mr. Ray. And please want to give us a nice introduction, welcoming everyone who is watching the stream as well.
Of course, I am Ray, Zushin's husband, of course. He has mentioned it many times, but if you're new, definitely, of course, subscribe to the channel as well. And, of course, support Mizo Esports Association, who have made this possible with FEAI Grand Fest 1, ladies and gentlemen. And this is going to be the second match, first game of this series. And right now, Team Lugnika on the blue side and Nirvana on the red. Wow! And just as I speak, Potato with that stun. He's definitely not a potato on those skills. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, of course, make sure to enjoy this game as we, of course, myself, Ray, and he has introduced himself. It's Molsom. And we're going to be casting, we're going to be enjoying, we're going to be witnessing these two teams Let's see how good they can give us a performance. This is my first time hearing about both of them. I do know one team particularly, but still have yet to see their performance. For now, at least, no first blood being drained out yet into the map, but looks like the bottom lane gonna be a little bit of pressure. Bruno dashes against the opponents, but has to get back. A lot of damage coming in. Never die into the back there. Does he want to go for a flank? Oh, he might get caught down here. He's getting surrounded by every person, but right now he decides to. Should he go back? But no, the Selena comes in with the trap. Might be a first blood, and it is RCA on that Ducati will get the kill as the turtle comes out on top. Retaliation into the top lane, but Katsumi gets executed at the cost of her life as well. 1-for-1 trade on both sides. Turtle comes in.
First blood secured by the side of Nirvana, going to give them an extra gold, but not enough gold to literally close illumination. Their EXP laner isn't going to be around this turtle fight, but do know that the Sina Abyssal Arrow is quite annoying, and yes, the Black Dragon form does come in, but it is going to be a little bit too late, or would it be a touch steal?
Oh, it is, and they get the kill as well. Yu Zhong secures it, but look at the Kadita. Once you go in with the rough waves, is it enough damage? Looks like it's not gonna be AOJ. Pop him as well. Is it enough damage? Maybe not, because the stun comes in. The Kadita with the knockup as well wants to retreat with the waves, and she will be able to do so. But the Yu Zhong, maybe not so. He's still fighting in, but no, he actually gets a killing spree. But at the same time, Potato pays for his aggression, gets taken down. That was quite of an extended team fight. Glue sustaining for so long, but ultimately, Yu Zhong with 3 kills. That's a fat dragon.
Not just a pet dragon, he is ready to devour when this glue come. Talking about devour, when glue use the split, he's going to use those split into his food. Isn't it collecting the shot? And while we're not passing, or shall we even call it the OM moment, we get a pick up from the Miss Kadita or Mr. Kadita. We are not sure. Obita don't know if it's rated here, but it is a gato. Would they finish it off? AOG a little bit late when it comes to the casting section. Maybe Never Die thoughts that his agent sticks with him might eventually doesn't die, but he needs to make sure that this is the game. It is virtual. He needs to know that each hero can be killed as well. It is for all, although team Lugnika might lose a little bit in that first turtle fight. They slowly cope it up, and right now they already got the equalizer when it comes to the kill, but when it comes to the gold, of course, the one who secured the first blood, and turtle would get an advantage here. Please embrace, he burns it down.
Obita-kun comes in, and the Curse of Blood connects in into Yushin Shin, but the Hayabusa decides to not come into it. There comes the Bruno's balls, dishing out the damage to it, but with it, they also take a little bit of a step back. Oh, Kadita, Katsumi over there, trying to get into a position, most likely wants to get down someone, but oh, does he get detected out? Uses the rough waves just to initially retreat. Is it Petrify combo to use just to go back? Successful retreat, does not get taken down right now, and also defends out the mid lane, but oh, there comes a Yu Zhong popping in. Looks like he wants to aid in the turtle fight, and Hayabusa does have the retribution, does have the Oogie Shadow kill as well. Mountain Shock are popped in, gets the vision for all of the members. Bruno also coming into the scene, but I think it's a little bit too late. The turtle goes into the hands of course, the Yishin Shin, and with it, they go back into the mid lane. Do they want to take a fight? Because we do see some action into the bottom lane as well, into the mid lane. Every clash is happening, but the bottom lane 1 versus 1 won out by Master. But in the mid lane, looks like we just lost someone as well, because okay, that was Obito-kun, but Gatot with so much aggressive AOG into the mid lane, but a shut down for this Yu Zhong. Mega kill secured as well. Potato takes down the glue. Looks like they were cooking. That aggression from Gatot was not unwarranted, and right now they win in the mid lane.
You know what questions me a lot in the very beginning of the game? I was quite skeptical about this Yu Zhong and the Kato being
Yeah.
but it's more like a bait mechanism. No, they are not doing the frontline job. They are using this Selena or maybe Yi Sanshin as a bait, and the moment they get the chance, they start popping it out. And look at here, Hayabusa
Oh my
chance
God.
to react also. That is a potato, but not just the kind of potato you see every day. This is a Shillong potato, a fried potato.
Potato, but what will happen in the top lane? It's gonna be a lot of damage. Sustain comes in from Yu Zhong, goes back for a retreat. Potato still looking for a kill. Carmilla looking for an angle to use out her ultimate, but doesn't find it because this is a time for a retreat. Irithel all the way from the bottom lane comes on her bike. Looks like she also wants a few kills to her table. A little bit hungry and bloodthirsty. Will they get it? Okay, Hayabusa wants to get his purple buff, but it's being invaded by 4 people. There comes the ultimate right now. Is it gonna be enough? No, the damage is not gonna be there. Kadita Katsumi gets taken down. Killing spree secured for this potato on Selena. And right now, looks like since the Kadita is not there, they might pressure the mid lane because of course wave clear is not present, but Ryu comes in, might use the split and try to get on to top of someone, but Bruno onto the bottom lane, gets the stun connected to him, flickers out, but there is of course the mountain shocker, and gets the shocker, gets taken out, okay, deployed as well, the damage is going to be there, Hayabusa wants to go back in, but look at the damage! The Selena and the refill combined, Hayabusa did not expect it and gets taken down, and with it, looks like they're going to be pressuring, they're going to be retreating for now.
Who knows that this Nirvana could make this much of an impact? If you don't want me at my potato state, you don't deserve me at my French fry state, isn't it? But this kind of potato we're watching right now is not an ordinary potato, it is a Shillong quality potato. And talking about Shillong potato, we used to say that in Mizoram, the best quality that we used to get is from the Shillong potato, and that of course proved himself that he is a good quality, and more is yet to come as Selena, who knows that it is going to be this effective. Of course, everyone predicts that this Abyssal Arrow is going to be effective, but not this much against when you got a Gato and Yuzong, and I have no idea how they make it work. These players are just so bright, they just get a bright future when playing this game. They know the mechanics, they know how the game works, and right now, not just the mechanics, not just the micro, even the macro is controlled perfectly from the side of Team Nirvana, and just right on time. There's always a right follow-up, but I guess it is a little bit hard to steal the blue buff.
Yeah, absolutely. But anyways, bot lane pressure comes in. Black Dragon form being used. He does have the Petrify. Might use it for right now. There's a combo coming in. Curse of Blood being deployed. But is it gonna be enough? But look at the Vengeance. Obito-kun doing his absolute best to survive. But look at the backline coming in the flag. Is it gonna be enough for actually a little bit of a comeback? And it is! Shut down! Secured! Bruno also takes the kill. A full-on turnaround. 4 members down on the bottom lane. At the price of only their roamer? A full clapback. Sudden... What just happened? In a split second, the whole team fight turned around with a single Curse of Blood connecting into 3 people. Oh my god, Molsom. Into mid lane though, Yushin Shin trying to pick up some scraps. Instead of a scrap, he picks up the fish. Lady gets a kill, trying to settle up the score. But oh my god, that bottom lane engaged. Did you see it, Molsom?
Oh my gosh, who is going to expect that one, isn't it? When they are already in that losing at the edge of losing the game. Obito-kun securing those 3 leaks. Blood Curse clearly changed the tide into the hand of Team Lugnika, but still the one who were dominating the game for so long is when it comes to securing the objective, also known as the turret, it is still a 1 difference to 1. Now that the Lord is spawned, Team Lugnika might be a little bit confident, but look at that instant Earth, not even chance to react it.
Oh, Hayabusa comes in with the damage. Split being deployed. Mountain Shocker comes in as well. A lot of damage being there. The bouncing balls are coming in from the Bruno, but is it going to be enough? It's not, because the members are going to be falling it down left and right. Master falls down. Next going to be the Glue, as he will also fall. Double kill secured for Never Die. The only one that survived that tarnish, that carnage, was of course Phoenix with the dashes, but the rest of the members, they have to go back to the base. They had to take that shortcut of course dying and have to respawn. And with it, right now the Lord is gonna be free real estate for of course the Yishin Shin, and the side of Team Nirvana might of course try to get that LAN Nirvana, right? Because they are leading this game so heavily. There was one blunder in the bottom lane, but other than that, they have been playing a very dominating game from that minute 1.
Exactly, and you know what just happened? Team Lugnika, we are doing that 4 kills, but they lost 1 member, and then Team Nirvana was like, if you can do it, we can do it, but better. They killed 4 of the members and no one was dead. That was a perfect team fight coming from the side of Team Nirvana. So what we could expect is more than we are seeing it right now. Nirvana and Team Lugnika, I mean, to be honest, I was not expecting this kind of high mechanics coming from both the teams, but right now they are just doing it so good, and especially the Yi Senshin, he doesn't die once till now. If this keeps on happening, I do not know if Nirvana are going to grab this win with this Lord push, or if Team Lugnika get the opportunity, obviously, and find ways in which they could counter, engage, counter place, counter fight this one, maybe they could get the chance to live to fight another day. But in the end, what is most important, it is not the kills, it is how you secure the base and destroy your opponent crystal.
Absolutely. After all, you can be bloodthirsty, you can get those kills, but at the end, what really matters is, of course, winning out with the objectives. The main objective, destroy that Nexus, and the Nexus, you gotta go through, of course, all the turrets that stand as the obstacle, the first few walls that you have to break through. But so far, of course, there's a pause, but still, we're gonna be waiting until we get back into the game and into the action, because the action has just begun. It's just game number 1 of the second best of 3 series, which is, of course, between Team Lugnika and Team Nirvana, right?
Yes.
Lugnika, yeah.
I almost heard it wrong.
Yeah. It was I mean, this is a word that I don't obviously use often. I don't actually even know the meaning. Wait, it is Lugnika. Yeah, Lugnika. Yes, Lugnika. Does it have a meaning? I will actually search it out so I can understand if they're using a meaning or maybe they're not. Oh no, it is. It has a meaning, and it is actually from an anime. It is a place of a name from an anime. So I guess a few weeaboos, right? They love those animes, and I do too. Technically, my waifu is technically counts as a anime character.
Alright,
but anyways,
all right, I need to take it over, guys. Sorry for the interruption, but I need to take it over because unless if you want to hear a non-stop about Miss Jujin's story during the team fight, I need to take it away. Sorry, I need to take it away so that you can get more interesting during those team fights. And yeah, guys, we are witnessing Team Lugnika and Nirvana giving us an impressive gameplay, but do keep in mind that a pause is allowed after the 5 minutes of the game. Both the teams are having their freedom to pause, so we are going to wait a little bit so that the team are getting a little bit comfortable. But do keep in mind that if the pause duration is so long, we can resume the match anyway, so you are free to do on your will. But at the same time, while the pause is still on, why not leave a like button, because it is going to boost our emotion as well, and it's going to help us. And if you want to stay more updated regarding this kind of MOBA 5v5 tournament and also the upcoming other Grand Fest mobile games and even the PC games live stream, make sure you subscribe into this particular channel. And last but not the least, to get any update and information about what is going around, what is happening, which team advanced, and all this information, make sure to check out in the Instagram Mizzou Esport Association.
Absolutely. I'm so excited, of course, and thanks to MEA for making this whole possible after all. And with it, I think, this game especially, I was, of course, I'm a stranger to both of these teams. I was not expecting, especially Nirvana, a team that I've actually never seen before. I have players I've never obviously heard before, but their micro is really amazing. Especially the coordination of the Selena, Gatot, and the Yuzhong has been extremely on point, like so far, because a lot of the times the stun connects in, Gatot comes in with the unbreakable taunt, and we've seen it. Hayabusa gets taunted, cannot get out of it. Kadita gets taunted, gets bursted before she can use her immunity. But anyways, of course, talking about coordination, let's see how good will it continue in as we dive into the match. Back again, Lord walks in the mid phase. The tier 1s are going to be falling into the bottom lane, as well as I think the tier 2 on the top that has been sustaining for so long, it might also finally fall. Looks like the side of Team Nirvana, they're just taking it slow, not taking the team fight just yet, because of course there's the shield. Lord will go wasted, but at least it does not go to waste without taking all the tier 2s down, exposing all the inhibitors.
Exposing all the inhibitor, mid lane, Holy Guard being forced out as well. With the right push and the right potion, Nirvana gets a chance to utilize it and secure the Black Dragon form.
Okay, Black Dragon form being used. Look at that. I think that's just to zone them out. AOG though, that is an initiation. Wants to go in, but gets stunned inside the thread. Oh, for the Curse of Blood. Connects into multiple. But at the same time, Katsumega taken down. Yuzhong has to play with the prize, but look at the Burno coming in with the strong steel leg balls into the face, smashes them, and of course takes the kill. Nevada gets taken down along with the Yuzhong, but at the same time, they lose 2 of their members as well, Obito-kun and Katsumi. So this is a 3v3 situation. They can still go in. Okay, Mountain Choker comes in, they get the vision. I don't think that's necessary because, of course, you know where they are. They're basically in their base. But with it, they're going to be retreating for now. At least this was a successful defense, I would say, because they only lost one inhibitor that was already getting attacked, and the rest two are still standing. But that exposure in the middle, that's going to be creating a little bit of a headache for the wave management, Malsum.
Wave management, of course, it is the mid lane itself giving all the opening when it comes to the macro plays again for the side of Nirvana. And right now, even if the map is quite open for the side of the Lugnika, without their turret, there's no fog that is going to provide the necessary vision, and it is just going to be so foggy that it won't be good enough for them. So Nirvana, as you can see right now, getting total control into their jungle area as well. If with a good push, might able to literally wipe them out, but do keep in mind what Obito-kun was doing. He dies first. He might be the sacrificial lamb, but once the blood curse lands it perfectly, that's all they need is Carmilla to do. There's a way how they can turn the game around, but the Crush Shadow does land it, but touch it. Oh my god!
Oh, blunder. Might be a serious blunder because Mountain Choker comes in Black Dragon form into the back line, but the glue comes in with, of course, a grab gets on top of the Yuzhong. A lot of damage being dished out. Yuzhong does get taken down, but not before he takes down Obito-kun with him. With it, one of the members have lost. Oh, Katsumi-kun almost gets one-shotted. The damage from this Irithel on the heavy crossbow is something that you have to be faced with. Purify being used up as well. Look at the damage from Irithel. Going in so strong with an AoE burst, but Kadita! Petrify combo takes the kill and never die. You're gonna be dying right now because the rest of the members have to retreat. That clutch play from Kadita, Iritel's absence might be impacting the team fight so much. Okay, Ichichin comes in with a Mountain Choker. What does he want to do? No, he just retreats for now. But Hayabusa comes in as well. Might be a bad decision, but no, he immunes out and gonna be going back for now. But the Lord spawning in. Yushin, what's your decision? Okay, Dragon form coming in back in. Selena with the vision providing as well. Carmilla might pop in as well, but no, this Lord is a fight they cannot take as they have to regroup. And suddenly, Lugnika, they're kind of back into the game.
Not just back in the game, they even secure the Lord, which is going to help them a lot. And as I already mentioned a little bit earlier, we were talking about Obito-kun is in it. He's going to be the sacrificial lamb, but as long as he can drag multiple heroes down with him, they drag down 3 heroes in a trade of 1 hero. That allows them to literally get back into the macro firstly, and then, you know, extend it a little bit deeper, securing the Lord. But they do have to keep in mind in this Lord about Embrace, and this Potato is going to get a free white hit against this Lord. It is going to be a wasted Lord. I'm not sure what Lugnika are doing, but again, why would they waste the Lord when they could at least secure the inhibitor, or maybe with the right push baiting the sacrificial lamb? Carmilla again, I am so lost with that one, but maybe the macro play from Nirvana again.
Okay, killing spree secured for Hayabusa. Right now, Kadita in a really bad position. AOG popped in, but the kill never die. Will get taken down for now, but look at the pressure coming in. Yuzhong going in into the back line. Obito-kun gets taken down, but at the same time, Yuzhong will pay with his price. But oh, Winter Crown popped in, but it's not going to be enough. He gets shut it down. Finally, the Yushin falls in, and right now the only men or the woman in the bike standing is going to be that Irithel. Is it going to be enough? Is anybody going to be responding back? 10 seconds on the clock for the Selena to pop back in. 2 turrets to be taken down. They are marching in. Is it going to be enough? Okay, Bruno has enough damage. Irithel with the AoE damage. Oh, Hayabusa uses the ultimate on the minions just to clear it out, but they don't have their own individual minions. Bruno with a little bit of a risky position goes back. Selena stuns the glue, but decides to not go in. They almost crack down that inhibitor, but fortunately, Selena's presence pushed them back, at least for now.
At least for now, that's the action that we can see and witness, because the next Lord is going to determine a lot, because it is not about securing the Lord, this upcoming Lord, because both team are going to be obviously participate for this Lord, because the overall gold is already 50k plus. If it is 50k plus, you get all your items, you are full build. If you are not full build, maybe you are switching your item around. That is the only reason when why you are not getting the full build by now. It's late enough to get all your item. Every and each of the hero are reaching their maximum. It's all relies on the macro plays, the micro play, and obviously how you are going to use around here. Both teams are changing each other damages, or maybe more like an exchanging of a damage. The Lord is going to spawn soon. Everyone knows that. And side lane, literally both the side lane are being slow pushed here. You can see it is being slowed down. So is the top lane. But at the turtle pit, the turtle area, the river flow, both teams just keep on holding each other non-stop. None of the team doesn't want to fall back, because if they fall back right now, they might be just so late for the follow-up.
Oh, Black Dragon form popped in, Wind of Nature as well. Is he gonna be able to survive? He does so survive for quite long, but he's looking for the angle to dish out the damage. But there comes a Petrify combo again. Yuzhong might fall in right now, but Bruno with the clutch play takes down the Yuzhong, and a double kill for Master. This might be the very moment the game shifts around, because only the Selena is left defending, and she cannot go back to the base. And right now, Lugnika, despite 17 minutes of being dominated from Nirvana, this was the moment. The clutch play, Master showing that he's definitely the master of being the footballist, the one with the strongest balls in this game, because dishing out the damage, 23-23, they equalize. Of course, they get the game number one. An epic comeback from the hands of Lugnika.
If I tell my grandchildren what just happened in team fight, they won't believe. They wouldn't believe what just happened. But after all, it's Team Lugnika with the plays, and just like match number one particularly, even if they lead it so bad, one mistake can literally cost their match. And that is the same thing that happens to the side of Nirvana. I hope Nirvana knows their mistake, and to be honest, talking about the mistake, it was not actually a mistake. It was more of Team Nirvana just committing it too much into Master. They do need to commit it to Master, but if they can't make the execution perfect, you know what happened? That's what happened. So I am so excited for game number 2. It's Lugnika with a 1-0, and for the side of Nirvana, they need to get a 2-0 clean sweep so that they can advance to the next stage. So GG comeback coming from the side of Lugnika. Nirvana, what will be their goal? Will be their goal. And talking about the goal, Ray, shall we go straight into game number 2, isn't it? Because we are hyped, so is the team, so is the one who are watching, and this is the MEA FEAI Grand Fest Season 1 in the MOBA 5v5 category. And in this Grand Fest, it is not just a single game that we're going to witness, it is a multiple gaming tournament. If you want to check out the game and what are the prize pool and all those juicy, interesting land event is going to be made, make sure you go to the Instagram Mizou Esport Association and check out all those cool stuff, and obviously update the tournaments.
Absolutely. I would love for this game to go to a game number 3, right? Because right now we're at game 2. That last match, actually, for a second I forgot that's just game number 1. That was game number 1 of this best of 3 series, ladies and gentlemen. And yet the performance from both of these teams were absolutely phenomenal. Like, these teams are not known in Elite Leaderboards. They might not be known in scrims as well, because I've never seen them before. But the performance they're giving is definitely pretty elite tier, I can definitely say. Because, wow, that was like Nirvana's dominance all throughout the game was amazing. There were a few hiccups, yes, true. But overall, I definitely would say the last switcheroo, the last moment, the Bruno getting the pressure from 4 people, yet Wind of Nature, Rose Gold kicked in, dash after dash after dash, and the crit rate damage that he dished out. I mean, Yu Shin was in his face when he was 20% HP, but that lifesteal from Hass's Claw kicking in at the nick of the time was able to get that double kill secured. 4 bodies falling in, and Selena having one of the really weakest wave clear. That game was basically over. Big comeback at 17 minutes after being dominated for so long. It's an interesting match we have ahead, and oh my god, Molsom, we're going to be seeing the Grok coming in.
This is going to be intense. If you pick a Grok, and that is also Fires, and it is going to be Never Die. And of course, for the side of Team Nirvana, they gotta
They call
never
me
die.
hero
But the motto
because I
coming from the
saved my
side of
nation
Team
from
Lugnika
falling
seems to be
apart.
never give up, even if you are literally dominated. And that is what we are witnessing. And it is going to be Obito-kun with the Carmilla plays again here, making, I mean, Carmilla, if you are so comfortable with the Carmilla, even if you get the bronze, even if you get silver, with that blood curse can still give you those epic plays, epic moment, and that is what we witness. And with this Carmilla in hand, it is guaranteed to get the epic plays, something to happen like that, but not anymore, as Team Nirvana decided to pick hero that are quite more mobile. The previous match, the previous hero was really mobile, but they need to make it more mobile. Once the blood curse linked, they could be torn apart, memory. They could be torn apart, and so that the link could disconnect.
I will be the truth
That is
this
the only way they
world
could win the fight,
desperately
and I should
needs.
say this is a good draft. And talking about the draft here, we are going to see the same marksman coming from both the gold laner. Let's see how it prolongs, and of course a respect ban to that Yuzong, literally dominating the early to the late game, the early to the mid game, and late game somehow Master get enough damage. You won't pick him off, but let's see. This is game number 2. It is going to be interesting as usual.
And you know, two things bother me.
I
Okay,
will
first
choose
of
my
all,
own
of course, why didn't they pick up the Hayabusa? The Hayabusa really worked well for Phoenix. Yes, he was taken down a few times, but I guess he wants to try out the Yushinshin for himself. Second thing, Master, of course, knowing that Bruno is obviously gonna get banned out because, of course, he's the one that made the play at the end. But Obito-kun prioritizing that Carmilla when there's a Zushin open. Come on, gotta pick that Zushin. But jokes aside, genuinely, look at that. They have the Karita bend out. Farsa and Zushin was open. Either of these sides did not pick the mid laners, which is quite surprising. I understand there's a Hayabusa, so picking up a mid laner is a little bit risky, but you have to pick a mid laner anyways. So they could have picked up a one that is more meta, has better wave clear. And it's interesting that both of them are still yet to ban a single mid laner in the second phase as well. Looks like they're really paying respects to each other's EXP laners, because last game, 122 days, okay, the Zushin obviously comes in, because if the Zushin was left out open, the combination with the Carmilla, imagine a Curse of Blood connecting into 3 people and Zushin only lifts 1, the rest 2 gets lifted up too. It's a deadly combo and you do not want that. But with it, last game 122 days on the glue was a menace, and definitely the glue is a respect ban, but at the same time looking forward to what they can bring. Oh, is this, like, I don't know how many times the Vexana has been picked, but lately so many tournaments I haven't seen the Vexana, but wow, a debut of a Vexana tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As we go into this game number 2, looks like there's going to be a little bit of a wombo combo coming in with that Knight of it. Oh my god! Oh my god! I just lost my voice because I was shocked. What happened? Huh?
Yes, Ray. I mean, you want to know what happened? You just got so shocked that you fall down. This is already game number 5, just in case you do not know. Okay, this is the deciding match.
Damn.
Oh my gosh. I mean, Sitar, it is likely to say that he's going to be played at the XP lane, which is quite random. Maybe if a Yuzhong can't kill the Bruno, maybe back diving with the flicker and the King's Skull might be the way to end this Bruno, obviously. And if they can manage to capture 2 heroes, including the Yisenshin, or maybe with the Vexana, is going to be still a great advantage for the side of Nirvana. And just in case you do not know, Ray, you always glaze and, you know, sugarcoat so much about this Jujin. I would like to, you know, share it to the world that I'm not single anymore, and talking the sense, like, I'm already married as well.
Wow!
Proudly, I would like to introduce you my beautiful wife, Vexana.
Okay.
Yes,
we had a lot of
actually-
Zushins, but Molsum got his wife today. I expect some glazing from your end, but yeah, for sure. I think, of course, Mincitar is a very risky pick, but at the same time, if a Mincitar goes to a Trinity build, he's one of the scariest heroes that you can face. One ultimate, Yushinshin cannot exactly go out. Bruno cannot either. Neither can the Vexana. That is 3 people. If he's able to catch 3 people, it's a game over. GG's. But at the same time, they pick up the Belleric because, of course, just in case the Mincitar decides to go for too much attack speed, he's going to be obviously dishing out too much damage to himself as well at the same time, simultaneously. But with it, Malsum, do you want to do it? I think you should. Your wife is here, man. Come on.
Alright then, with that being said, this might be the last game or the very last game for this 1-1 elimination. We welcome you all to the land of dawn as you are watching the MEX FEI Grand Pass Season 1 with 1 point advantage into their side Nirvana. Just one more point to help them secure the win point. And talking about Nirvana, it is actually Lugnika, which would be updated very soon, but don't worry, as myself, Malsom at the desk, with me is none other than our hypecaster, our main caster. Okay, I'll say Eugene's wife, Mr. Ray.
Of course, and this time I'm joined by Vexana's husband.
Oh, thank you.
Did you marry the old Vexana or the new one though?
I mean, we wait for the glow up, isn't it?
If you don't like me as potato,
I don't
I'm just
follow
kidding.
that one. Like,
to be fair, valid. You have to wait for the glow up, right? You have to wait for them to grow up, or else you'll get accusations.
Yep.
But anyways, with it, ladies and gentlemen, of course, he's already mentioned it. This is gonna be the game number 2 of this best of 3 series between Nirvana and Lugnika. Lugnika leading with that match point. They have that lead, but at the same time, can't get too confident. Gotta play it safe. For now, they're just gonna be waiting for a while. We're gonna be seeing these 2 nature guardians. One, of course, that walking castle, Grok, and of course, the tree himself, Mr. But what just happened in the bottom lane? A kill was secured. It looks like Potato doesn't have the assist. Okay, Hayabusa helped out the Irithel and captured the kill onto Master. They know who to target this time around.
1-0 coming from the side of Team Nirvana straight away. This is a different game, the right choice to make. Obito, I don't think that's the kind of hero you could pick off. And talking about like going for the glow up side, I think you have watched that meme type, something like a short video. It was just fake though, like my father doesn't want me to be trouble, he direct success me, he bought me all the certificate like that. So like buying in their glow up form is like a direct win, isn't it? So keep that in mind.
Absolutely.
Look how happy my wife is. Let's see how this team fight break off as Eternal Guard is going to change the fate, or
Oh, Wraith of the Dryad pops in. Hayabusa gets taunted, immediately gets taken down. But look at Steve. Oh my god, Tank's calling onto 2 people. Takes down one, but at the price of getting taken down himself as well. Potato will fall, but right now the Grok is still trying to fight in, trying to retreat. Yet Vexana! Katsumi! Triple kill for the Vexana! The wife buff, the husband buff is real. It's real, guys, it's real.
there's a high chance that Team Lugnika might eventually grab the 2-0 as getting the billion Chilean as hero Vexana into their side, knowing that some hero are not that effective, and they decided to go for the Vexana straight up. And still, it is already 3-minute marks of the game. No turtle is being slain so far. Both teams decided to back off for now because both their juggler got slain in that fight, that intense fight. Let me edit up. But look at Arcia, Irithel just going for a little bit of his zone out, and I am not sure what is happening. Maybe decided to come to me, but this is not the best time to come to me. And let's see, the turtle is going straight inside of Nirvana and free turtle.
Yep, a free turtle because the other side did not want it to go in. Looks like they're still taking it a little bit. They're kind of hesitant. I do understand that because there's a Mincetar and stuff, I guess. But anyways, with it, 3-4 score, 11k, 10k, not much different, just built up yet. But that turtle was very delayed. So because of that, we might see the last turtle either get skipped, or if it does get taken, the Lord will also get delayed, okay? Hayabusa with a little bit of a wrong position of the shadows, I would say, but I guess that was just for, you know, style points, just styling. But Katsumi getting that enchanted talisman, gonna be trying to spam that, of course, Eternal Guard as much as possible. Good wave clear. One good thing, best thing about the Vexana, one of the strongest wave clear mages, so you can always make a comeback. Master takes the damage, he gets taken down, but Hayabusa was not expecting it, I think, but at the same time, flicker on the cooldown. But oh, what's happening at the bottom lane? Never die. Captures, of course, Obito-kun in midst of the walls, but decides to go back, Malsom.
Decide to go back, of course, you don't get any spell for now, but at least you secure a kill that is still going to make a big impact here. It is 4-all here. Both teams might like to make a little bit of engagement as the Turtle is a little bit far away. On here, Hayabusa does dive in, but the poison temporarily changed the play.
Oh, the one charge pops in. The damage is going to be there, but Farsa has to cancel the ultimate. But ultimately, they take down Obito-kun in that not small, but it was an engage, of course. And right now, of course, Katsumi has to retreat. 3-0 cannot get shut it down. A big bounty is on top of her head. And at the same time, look at the damage pops in on the top lane. Hayabusa take a lot of damage. Wrath of the Riot popped in as well. The Mincetar gets taunted, but at least he has that damage reduction from the front of his shield. And with it, just gonna be waiting it out for that second turtle, which is almost 6 minutes in. A very late turtle. Mountain Shocker pops in as well. But with it, gonna be pausing for a while. Turtle fight coming in soon. In heat.
I'm not sure what just happened regarding the formation from the side of Team Lugnika. Actually, they were controlling the momentum of this game, and then all of a sudden they just lost their momentum. Just look at how torn apart they are. Maybe going straight into the bot lane first here, the red might be better choice than securing the turtle, because the turtle will respawn again, or maybe evolve into a lord, which is going to be another battle, and it is going to be on a really long cooldown. And when you're protecting your turret, but the roamer, I mean the EXP laner is a Hillary, so this might give it a hard time.
Oh, the damage! But the Vexana with the good reflexes, the flicker was on point in retreated, but with the reflexes, Survivor, a lot of damage, shutdown secured for the Hayabusa right now. A double kill, mid lane slaughter. Great reflex, but at the same time, Hayabusa coming in with the flank there, was able to get that shutdown right now. He's gonna be getting that bounty goal on top of him. 3 kills on top, but oh, King's calling on top of Ruby. That will be used, but it's not gonna be enough. Oh yes, shit! 1 HP clutch, but look at Deep Farsa coming in as well with the flicker clutch play. Takes the kill, but at the price of her own life. Potato also gets taken down at this point. Trades after trades being made left, top, bottom, everywhere, also.
Wait. If Master extend, anything can happen.
Hey, Master, that is a bad position. Gets popped in. Master might get taken down by the Grog. There's the wall slam. Master, that was rookie mistake. You don't go into the bush, but at the same time, whoa! The Hayabusa captures the kill into the Vexana again. The side of Lugnika, they're falling down. They're getting pressured in the macro.
Talking about that rookie mistake, that is quite obvious, but at the same time, you know what? Both the heroes, their HP was quite low. Talking about low, like Grok was low, Mincetar was low, and there's a high chance we could believe that they'll just go back and recall this in it. But they patiently waited, knowing that Beleric wasn't around. Rather than a rookie mistake, I think I should say that Nirvana, their patience totally paid it off, and that is what we are seeing just now. And yeah, now that we are close to the mid stage of the game, and the Lord, no more turtle, because the Lord is going to spawn right away, we might see another intense fight. But talking about the fight here, I don't favor what is going up in the hands of Lugnika right now, because they get literally overpowered by the changes that is being made by Nirvana. But again, you know what happened in the previous game, that Blood Castling literally changed the scenario of the game. It was a 4 free kills coming to their side, and then Selena can't defend anymore, and so is somehow the formation of Team Nirvana that they are picking right now is somehow quite squishy. It relies deeply on the Grok. So there are lots to say, but I just find it so hard for the side of Lugnika, the way they are performing this game. The macro, let me just be honest and say directly, many might not like to hear it, especially from the caster side to say it, but game 1 as compared to game 1, game 2, game 1 their macro was not good, and game 2 their macro is very bad. Like, it just doesn't stick well. So let's see how the game prolongs, and as the first Lord spawn, what can we expect?
I think it's most likely going to be one-sided. They might try to contest it, but they might have to throw too many bodies for it. And even if you do get the Lord, losing most of your members, it's just a waste, right? You just buy out some more time. They're going to obviously take down the Lord, and since you're not available, they're just gonna take down a turret instead. So it's a negative trade. Instead, going for a little bit of defensive might be the key, but at the same time, that is also risky because you'll have to sacrifice maybe 2, maybe even 3 outer turrets, which obviously eventually will lead to the inhibitors. From the inhibitors to the base. Once the base is exposed, it is really hard to make a comeback. But of course, Lugnika, they were able to make the basically expect the unexpected. But can they do it the second time? That's the question, because miracles they might just happen once, right? It's called epic comeback, not regular comeback, is it? So let's see what will happen, as we obviously will dive back into the game pretty soon. And of course, I agree with you. The macro is honestly a little bit off. Of course, having the Balearic as an EXP lane, the wave clear is a little bit bad on the EXP side, rotation as well. But one good thing, they do have the Vexana. She has stronger wave clear, but she gets subsided by one thing. There's a Hayabusa that has been annoying her. Already shut down once, took down the second time, might go for another one. So Vexana has to watch out her rotations as well. And let's be real, it's not the Hayabusa, just there's a Grok with such a huge AoE, and there's a Mincetar ready for a flicker combo. It is just 3 dive-in heroes all ready to pounce, while the Farsa from the back end just bombards everything. They have to basically the ones leading the charge instead of waiting for the other side to, of course, lead the charge. But if there's a mistake made from Nirvana side, they can capitalize on it. They have a lot of resources. They have Vexana's, of course, the puppet, or of course you can call it the Dead Knight, whatever you'd call it, right? I know there's a term for it, but let's be a little bit fancy, right? Because that's Molsom's wife, man. Can't get too theoretic. But with it, let's see what this match entails. If Lugnika is not able to, of course, take this game, we might be in for a game number 3. As Nirvana might take it, as the macro is proving much better this time also.
Exactly, the macro improved a lot, and you know what they did it so well. After actually, I don't think that they would pick the Yuzong again here, because they know ways how they could literally kite around the Yuzong. When he dives in, he would go straight into the Bruno game. Bruno, he could get Petrify lockdown, of course, but he can get a Winchant and lockdown. But if you get a Mincetar, you are going to get instant stunned, and there's no way you could dash out, and also maybe not the time to use your Winchant as well. This is the kind of advantage they are going to play right now. And if somehow the Bruno Master survives it out, there's going to be another Feather Airstrike that is going to literally wait them. And Arcia, this time with the Uritel again, is going straight in the back line, and I do not think that a Balearic and a Carmilla without the proper set could do so well. But look at here, teamfight already break off.
Oh, King's Calling pops in, but look at the connection coming in from the Carmilla. Is this a little bit of a comeback? Might be. They take down the Mincetar. Right now the Grog Dog comes in, but that engage was not his. He gets taken down as well, and with it, 2 bodies fallen down at the cost of the marksman, the master this time around, getting the basically red sight locked in. Obidakun though, that was a slight bit of mistake from Hayabusa, but he is able to recuperate. But of course, with this 11-7 score, still Nirvana still hasn't lost the macro control. Gonna be able to get it. Oh, Hayabusa pops in their ultimate, but the ultimate redirects to, of course, the Balearic right now, and with it, they're gonna be making a little bit of a retreat. But the Lord plays. That's where the main team fight is gonna be happening. Looks like a little bit of back and forth, but Grok comes back in again. Ultimate will be in cooldown, but it's gonna be back soon. Mincetar. Oh, he has the King's Calling. He might just go in for the flicker. Oh, he doesn't have the flicker combination. Lord getting chunked down. A Lord dance happening, ladies and gentlemen. But oh, Hayabusa with the flashy shadows, just looking for some vision. But it looks like this is going to be an extended team fight. Look at the damage coming in from Mincetar, and the Curse of Blood connecting into 2 people as well. But Potato will take down the Balearic, but at the cost of someone else, as it no. Obidakun still struggling, still fighting it, but he might be falling in. Vengeance popped in as well, but he will make a steadfast retreat. But they do not have one of the main frontliners right now. The Balearic, important. Hayabusa doesn't have the ultimate, but showing the aggression. Okay, he has it right now. It's back on, of course, the cooldown, and with it, I think they're going to be able to get this Lord easy peasy, no issues, because they take down one of the main frontliners and they cannot contest it. Bruno looking for a little bit of macro control on the top, but I don't think he's going to be able to do it.
Of course, that's all they can do for now because Obito-kun just used the blood cars and doesn't land that C1, and the hero that it lands also, we are quite far away from the pillar. I guess that was another thing that Lugnika wasn't expecting to come out from the side of Team Nirvana. And to be honest, the Hayabusa doesn't get the shadow kill anymore, isn't it? And they could eventually be a little bit extend. It all relies on the basic combo of this mechanics coming from the Hayabusa. Now, no more Quad Shadow. They could literally dive in deeper. They could be extending. But Lugnika playing so aggressive, doesn't want to make an impact. He just rely on those miracle plays that they are doing right now. So let's see, the Lord is marching towards the bot lane. Even the Vengeance is about to be ready soon. Blood Cars ready. Hayabusa with the Shadow kill started to drain them off. Well,
tries to drain them off. There's the damage from the Feather airstrike, pushes them back, but the Lord gets melted out really fast. They have good wave clear, but look at that, mid lane does have that holy shield still there. That blessing is going to be saving the minions. At the same time, the Grok looking for an engaged spot. Obito-kun looking the angle to make a Curse Blood play, but okay, Belric pops in his Wrath of the Dread a little bit early. The Curse of Blood doesn't really connect into anyone, and right now Belric has to retreat, but look at the damage, killing spray for this Irithel, and Hayabusa looking for the angle to go back in again, but he decides to retreat back for now. Doesn't have the Ugi Shadow kill into the top lane. There's the Irithel looking to push down the tier 2, and with it, Lugnika, they're going to be losing all the turrets in the tier 2 department, and they're going to be saving with the inhibitors for now. As the next Lord going to be coming in 1 minute 10 seconds. They'll have to wait, maybe try for the fight, but can they?
Is already fine. I mean, we have to keep it down for him because if we make noise, they might hear that he's there. He's waiting for someone to pick it off. But look at here, Obito-kun is doing a small micro plays here. Like those micro plays are going to help
Okay.
but going straight to Master.
Oh, Grok. Oh, Hayabusa gets hunted inside the turret. Shut down. Wrath of the Dread over the court ruin survives with 1 HP. That's a green signal, but is it? The damage from Irithel still hits hard like a bike, because of course she's on the bike. So because of that, despite all the damage from the Vincent are coming online as well. Grog, that's a kill still, but anyways, that damage melted out so fast to Katsumi. Was he caught out? But oh, look at that, the hook connects in. But of course, the blood connecting into 3 people as well. Venge is being used up as well. And at the same time, Bruno looking for an angle to disrupt the damage. Master has to go back and defend his own turret as Katsumi and Obito-kun both fall right now. Oh, was that a hook? Yes, it was. Belric also falling down one after another, like falling like dominoes. The side of Lugnika have lost 3 of their members right before this Lord fight. They're not going to be able to take this one. They'll have to again give it away for free to Nirvana.
Yup, Nirvana in total control just like game number 1. Still, I am not sure how they just happened there, like how the fight just break off there. Obito-kun, although there were multiple heroes he wants to do together, I think like the way he always tries to add this Irithel in the blood cars is costing them a lot here. Like what if they just link the front hero, like maybe Grok and the Minsitaron only, and then maybe they could secure the kill, isn't it? But I'm not sure what they have been doing here, trying to make sure that Irithel is being picked. But the way RC is playing, he even get the Purify. Even if you link him correctly, he's going to purify himself from the blood curse. So let's see here, this is going to be the very last Lord for this game particularly, or the game, or the Lord that is going to help Team Lugnika to find ways back into the game here. Both teams getting it's often interesting. I mean excited, but look at here, Emrys wanted to make the play. It's going to be a little bit more of playing around with their Quad Shadow because he can't just dive in yet. Offline inhibitor been taken, Feather strike for all the Zonal. Now Lord is going straight into their base. Let's see, we are waiting for those scrimmage.
Yeah, and looks like Grok with a wall as well. Might just go in. Hayabusa with the Ugi Shadow kill. Grok comes in with that slash on that wall. But is it going to be enough? Hayabusa can take it down. Double kill secured for Belric and shut down. Triple kill for the Belric. What just happened? Right now, looks like the tides are shifting back again into form. Maniac! There's no way! Maniac, come on, let it be! No! Master is the one secretly shut down, but the mega kill, oh my god, it could have been a savage! It could have been a savage! It could have been the most epic savage ever! But back again, Lugnika, how do you keep on doing this? Every time Nirvana knocks at your base, you say no, you say you won't let them take it, and with that, they make the comeback back again! full 5-man wipeout. But they're gonna be back. I don't think they're gonna be able to push it. But wow, how do they keep doing this?
How do they make the Balearic work? He gets a triple kill. He was just one distance away from securing that Maniac. And if that Maniac happens, I have no idea how this tournament is going to get more and more crazier. We are talking about the LAN event. We are talking about all those arcade game, etc, etc is being played. But getting a Maniac or maybe a Savage, and even in this high tier stage of the game, already seeing a Balearic is quite exhilarating. But oh my gosh, Lugnika, they are built different. Even though the macro control might not be the best, but when it comes to turning the game, flipping the table, they are the master at that. Nirvana knows that one quite clear. Let's see how they manage it well. And right now we can see that all men stick together, ready for the fight, with 2 inhibitor being taken advantage from the side of Nirvana. The lane control might be a little bit hard, and so is the macro play, but Obito-kun with the blood cards, let's see how he finds ways for his ally, or would this be a goodbye?
Might just be, let's see. Oh, Hayabusa with their ultimate into the back end. Might just go in, but look at the damage. Phoenix falls down, but Random to Die pops in as well. Look at the ultimate curse of blood connects into multiple people. Obito-kun takes it out, but Potato unstoppable for this Balearic. But at the same time, Balearic taking a lot of damage. It's time for him to retreat, but shut down from the Hayabusa. Oh, flank from the back end. Master will not be surviving it, and looks, this is the end. Despite all the efforts, Vexana gets hooked, but it's not going to be enough. Vexana cannot defend the space all alone. The Grok comes in at the charge, and with it, ladies and gentlemen, despite the bestest efforts for Lugnika, despite that comeback that they were able to make, looks like we're going into a game number 3 between Nirvana and Lugnika. This is just getting interesting.
Of course, the elimination round, the very last round for the 1-1 elimination round, is going to be one heck of a match, isn't it, Mr. Ray? And with 1-all pointing to both the side, the match is going to get yet more interesting. But before we start the very last match for tonight, we are going to go for a quick small break so that the players could talk more about their synergy, talk more about their time, and of course so that we can have our short break to, you know, do our thing as usual. So ladies and gentlemen, that is all for game number 1 and game number 2. The deciding match, game number 3, is up ahead. So make sure you hit the share button so that you can let your friends watch those upcoming epic plays. Yo guys, we are back to the most epic game for the night. Best of 3 series. One win coming from the side of Lugnika and another
them
win
play the
coming from the
hero.
side of Nirvana.
I will be the
Game 1 and
truth
game number
this
2,
world
total
desperately
control
needs.
in the side of Nirvana. But when it comes to those epic plays, those turnover, it is again the game of Lugnika. So it all lies down to this game number 3 so that we can witness they are one step closer to the LAN event. Myself, Malsom, the co-caster for this stream particularly, and right beside me is none other than the man himself. I'm not going to call it this time, but Mr. Ray as our main caster, also known as our hype in charge.
Thank you, of course. Let me introduce myself instead. Zushin's husband, of course. But anyways, last game, that hype, definitely. Lugnika, they kind of lack on that macro department because both of the games, they were down to their inhibitors. Of course, they lost the last one. The first one was an epic comeback made. That last one was also brewing in the game number 2. But of course, great positioning and great micro. They were more careful the side of Nirvana, and because of that we are right now seeing, ladies and gentlemen, a game number 3. I definitely think the Grok was a major troublemaker with, of course, those wild charges knocking up so many people. It was very, very hard to deal with. So a Grok ban is definitely warranted at this point around. They finally also ban out the Irrital, the comfort pick that has been for RCA. So let's see what other picks, what other marksmen we might see around. But the glue, of course, a respect ban from 122 days, $boy, $1. This guy, in both of the games, I think he was the main highlight, right? First game with the glue, he was able to make those plays, dish out so much damage. And in the second game, the Belleric. I definitely think, and that's why he explains are the backbones of course, all the teams. And with it, we're gonna be moving forward with the pick, and Katsumi gets his or her Kadita, the mage that changed the game. Let's see.
Kadita being straight away from the side of Lugnika, of course, and we might see a Lancelot, which I was particularly waiting the entire time. Like, why do we have to see a Yi
I fear
every
no
time?
kraken,
And yes,
for I am
end up with
invincible
the,
Lancelot.
Lancelot. And actually, if Team Lugnika pick the Yi Senshin, I would be disappointed with them quite a lot. Not that their Yi Senshin is bad, but the fact that if a Lancelot is there, Yi Senshin doesn't contribute that much unless your mid lane are dominating so well, then you can literally outfarm your jungle and always win those objectives. But look at there, but not there anymore. Turn it to the left side or the right side, as we might actually see a win for the most epic match in this one-of-one elimination match. I am not giving away this early to Mr. Ray because it's going to glazing it so much. Yes, it is about time I'm going to hand it to him, but we have to complete this first 3 pick or else you are going to keep on hearing the same hero non-stop. So here comes Obito-kun with finally a solo picker, or shall we even say the kind of hero that is a troublemaker, and again, even without a proper skills or a spell that can literally disturb hero like Lancelot, she is still a menace for them. And also when it comes to the team fight, if his allies need help when it comes to lowering down their enemy, she's dealing tons of damage and also to heal them up, and not forgetting those kind of insane knock up she can deal. Following up with those tsunami slam is going to be one heck of a match that we are waiting for, and pair it up with Fish Lady, the Kadita. Both are from the same sea. Let's see how this true sea lady plays it out. And of course, it's none other than the Hayabusa that we're going to witness again from the side of Lugnika. It is 1-all. This is the deciding match, and last but not the least, of course, hand it over to Ray.
Of course, man. You want me to start my glazing? I'm just kidding. Anyways, this time around, we have the 2 fish ladies. The Kalia was banned in game 1 and 2, but finally this time around, with more respect bans, of course, the Irithel, the Grok, the Kalia was left out open, and because of that, we're gonna be seeing 2 fish ladies in action. Great pick-off potential. So the Purify on the Zushin is a must-have right now, as well as I think the Marksman as well, or else you're gonna get picked off. But that gives you a little bit of a risk. Without the Flicker, you are gonna get ulted by the Hayabusa much easier. But at the same time, not having the Purify is going to cause you issues as well, because there's a Petrify combo, there's Kalia with the Tsunami Slam. You do need something to obviously survive these heavy crowd controls. But with that, we're gonna be seeing, of course, the Lapu Lapu come back, and I'm so happy. Honestly, I'm so happy. It's the Hayabusa back again into the hands of Cynex, the guy that obviously that first game that they won, it was the Hayabusa,
Pain
and
is the
Lancelot
proof
as
that
well
I'm
coming
still
back,
alive.
and not to mention finally a Lapu Lapu that we were denied tonight. Why were there no Lapu Lapu games, man? But finally, one Lapu Lapu and one Lancelot. It's gonna be a heck of a flashy game, and I'm looking forward to both of these teams playing a little bit more aggressive. I want to see more clip-worthy shots, right?
Offensive draft, I should say, for this game 3 particularly. Game 1, game 2, yes, that was a really good and interesting match, big draft, everything. But this game 3 literally changed the true form for both sides. Like, they are revealing their true form. Game 1 and game 2 was a trial to each other. See, game 3, the draft totally changed a lot here. And right now, Nirvana, what I like them about a lot in this draft particularly is picking this Lapu Lapu, giving hard time, not just for this Hayabusa particularly to zone him out, and even a Kadida is going to have a hard time trying to pick it off unless EP3 combo is going to be there. And of course, banning out the Esmeralda is going to be a really smart choice. And right now it's a Goto being banned and a Cobra being banned as well. Lots of respect to them. And right now we might see
I am not
a
the only
Moskov
one
which can
bound by
literally
these
flank around with any
chains.
Inspire. I don't think any Inspire would be there, but Master, his Game 1 Bruno was a masterpiece. Game number 2 might not be at the stage of the master, maybe the master rank in the game, but right now I don't I mean, not a Hanabi, let's see. Oh, a Granger. Okay, I guess it's a Granger.
Okay.
It would be finalized, and then a Phobias. Interesting draft coming from both parties so
To
far.
the jungle.
Absolutely. And with it, look at that. This game is looking very flashy. We have one of the spear guys, of course, the Moskov. He's really good at spears, of course, like the long, what is that, Olympic sports, you know, where you throw that shot,
Javelin?
was it? Yeah. He's the goat in it. But anyways, we might see the Tigreal with that big shields of his. Or are we going to be seeing someone else? Yep, it's going to be the Tigreal, a wombo combo coming in from both of these two teams. It's going to be an interesting fight. And of course, there's Magician. This game, I think there is no better way to, close this elimination rounds, right? Of this 1-0. Was it 1-0?
1-0. It's a 1-0.
1-1. 1-1. Okay, yeah. So, this one is definitely going to be so interesting because Game 3 are always nicer. When the game goes to the final series, it's always so much better. And of course, with a draft like this, where I do think both of these teams can shine a little bit brighter because one side has a pick-off potential, the other side going for that wombo combo. They have one marksman is a burst peel, the other one is a full DPS shred reap. It's going to be really interesting. Not to mention the SODs there, Lancelot's, dashes, Hayabusa, shadows. This is going to be a sight to see. Looking forward to. I do hope they picked up these heroes because they're really comfortable with it and the micro is good, not just because these are meta. But anyways, we're going to be going into the last game, and Malsum, do the honors because this is going to be the last of this round.
And of course, maybe the very last night to be with Mr. Ray, or just the beginning
my
in
God.
this MEX FEAI. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, who are watching right now and who are going to recap this match as well. And whoever, wherever you are, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Land of Dawn as you are watching MEX FEAI Grand Fest Season 1 in the Mobile Fighting category. Pool 1-1 Swiss pool, the elimination round, the very last round itself. This is just going to be interesting as this is 1-1 on the side of Team Lugnika and Nirvana. Lots of skirmishes happening in the mid stage already, and of course it is Jurjin, the husband of our main caster, our special guest Ray Cowboy. This is going to feast here. I make sure you give a lot of like for this one particularly, and of course why not share it to your friend, because it is going to be another intense battle in this match.
Absolutely. And with it, we're always seeing a lot of poke this time around. A little bit more aggression. Love to see it. But with it, gonna be looking towards the rotations. Hayabusa proceeding towards the top. Sushin at the mid lane, still gonna be stopping thereby. Let's see what will happen as we move forward with it. Looking at the win conditions though, you can clearly see both of the teams kind of rely on the marksman, but at least Nirvana they're a little bit more reliant because Moskov's late game is way stronger than a Granger. Granger has the spam, but can he defeat it? Oh, into the bottom lane, 3 people are gathering. It is actually 4. They might try for this master again, but at the same time, they understand this is a fight they don't want to take. Turtle comes on 5, just gotta go into the top.
Talking about
But what?
Here, first blood coming from the side of Team Nirvana, or I mean, got it is smart going, but look at the side grade.
Oh, execution from the Lancelot. A lot of damage being dished out, lowering them to the lowest of HPs, but not enough damage just yet. Potato comes in with the Lantern Flare. Oh, is it going to be enough? They do the pressure, but still not enough damage to commit. But level 4 already into the hands of course, the Lancelot. Doesn't have the ultimate, but knockout comes in. But Potato with the Crimson Beacon retreats a little bit, and right now still fighting in. SOD connects into the mid lane. Oh, with the Horn might get hurt. Oh, the damage is there. Moskov might have made the bad decision, but no, the Purify is going to be saving him for a while as he goes back, retreats, and regens with it, of course. But for the back end, Lapu comes in with the Bravest Fighter, but is that a mistake? Might be the biggest mistake he made, because before he could even do...
Okay, I guess Mr. Ray is out of service again as the turtle fight break on. It is going to be neither a turtle fight, more like a free turtle being secured from the side of Lugnika. And look at Hayabusa almost grab away, steal away that red buff from the side of Lancelot, but at least it's a successful turtle being snatch away, and also using the retreat might be the only way to secure your objective, or maybe even your opposite. But look at that,
Hello.
waits straight into the buff. Might like to extend it a little bit longer, but the buff is being dragged away by Obito-kun. That is one heck of an initiation coming from the side of Lugnika. Oh my gosh, you missed something, Mr. Ray. But you know what, even though you miss it, I get the spot to say it out that Obito-kun, after playing those kind of passive game the entire time, he plays an aggressive game now and even stole away the blue buff. Duo on the side of Lugnika.
You know, I don't understand. I was able to hear your voice, okay, and I was able to see the game, but you couldn't hear my voice because for some reason the internet was having issues. Man, this is weird. This is so weird. But
okay, I guess your voice seems to fade away again. I guess we can gossip about Ray during this time. We'll get some notify once he's back, and yeah, it's 2-0. Hello, welcome back.
I don't know what's happening with the Discord. Am I audible right now?
Yes, you are loud. No, I can't hear you.
I think that was a Discord bug because I was able to hear you crystal clear, your, smooth voice. And the screen, it's not laggy. I was not sure. I think that was a Discord bug. I was speaking, but then, into the bottom lane though. Purify used. RCA will retreat. But look at the gold points. All HP gone down. Great dash coming in. But with it, Katsumi will get the SOD. Does it connect? It doesn't really matter. He cannot exactly come into the midst of 4 people. But look at that. They're going to be pressuring in. Do they? Okay. They might go in right now. Look at that. No. They do not do it. They do not commit just yet. They're gonna go for the turtle. But is it enough? Let's see. Lapu still has the Bravest Fighter. All of their ultimates looking green. They might go in. Lapu, Lancelot, they're all doing a dance. But is this dance a rondo? Because look at that. They might just go in. The turtle secured. Clutch steal. But Vovia is still fighting in and might be able to go into the little bit of a deep. But at the same time, look at it into the back line. Lancelot gets taken down. Bravest Fighter into the back end as well. And it gets knocked up. Potato takes the kill. And right now, Lapu, too much CC for one fighter to be taking it all to the face. Gets taken down. The side of Lugnika. Looks like they're just doing so much better this game. They actually have the early lead, the macro.
Yup, literally everything is under their control, but again, I'm not sure what just happened with Cyrus. He was so late, not just late, he fulfilled the late attendance as well, but get the chance to pick up this Tigreal, forcing out that implosion.
Oh my god!
It's a kill being secure and mastered. The bird's eye view, the eagle view, I should even say that once secures it. And talking about the bird's eye view, did you notice that this Granger Legends can, this helmet that he have, it looks more like an eagle face, isn't it?
Yes.
So maybe that is why.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, it just
does
matches so well. and it's 5-1, and this is the kind of real Lugnika. They were saving the entire game, but do keep in mind, Nirvana were the ones who dominate the game entirely for game number 1 and game number 2. And you know what disappoints me a little bit here is the Lapu Lapu. He just retreated.
Oh my god!
That was the fastest retreat I have seen. See, I mean, we have lots of team, and I'm not saying these players particularly, they are showing impressive gameplay so far, but most of the recent matches, when we see a Lapu Lapu, if they are not just playing so passive, they would play so aggressive, making the Lapu Lapu beyond its limit, or sometimes doesn't even take out the potential of the Lapu Lapu. That is what they are lacking a little bit here, but let's hope they slowly manage themselves for the side of Nirvana. And look at that, and nice potion has been made here, but 5 men might like to rotate at the bot lane. Ooh, SOD goes straight into the Clash of Clans base, and yeah, it's 5-1. Turtle going side.
That is funny.
It seems Turtle
That's a
going
good joke.
yeah, I mean, Turtle.
Okay, flicker being used by the Granger right now. Looks like they do have the angle to go in. Kadita there. They might try to... Oh, but the Kadita is the one who's actually initiating. The Phobius goes in as well into the backline. Potato gets a little bit of poke, but at the same time, the Bravest Fighter comes in. A lot of damage. The bonk is there, but it's going to be enough. So maybe it is, because look at that. They take down Cynex Hayabusa, but at the cost of losing the Lapu Lapu and Never Die at the same time. Triple kill for Master on this Granger, as they gonna be... Oh, they couldn't take the turtle, but Lord is up. They do not have their jungler. I don't think that's a move to make, so I think they'll just retreat and just wait out for it. Lancelot onto that orange buff, might just wait out for it. He's looking for the target. He does see out 4 people, a lot of damage onto his face. Obito-kun wants to pick him up, but of course doesn't have the ultimate just yet. They're trying to melt down the Lord, but look at the damage into the face of Lancelot. Has to retreat out of the way, but the damage, Petrify combo pops in, but immune out with the triangle. Is it gonna be enough? The Kadita might just getting it down here. Obito-kun wants to go in. Lapu Lapu secures a kill. SOD does not connect, but Lapu Lapu with the Bravest Fighter dances around, but Phobius will fall in, but Lord secures into the hands of Cynex, but right now Obito-kun will fall in as well into the hands of... Oh my god! Double kill for the Moskov! Immediate, again, a turnaround. They get the Lord, but at the cost of what? Losing all the members except for Master, who is right now the one with the most bounty. They also lose the mid-tier 1 as well.
He has a total of 7,000 gold. That is just so much in this entire game. The one who is closest secures around 5,000 gold. I should say Granger Master, he truly proved himself like the way how a Granger should work. It is not in the mid stage of the game. It is not at the late stage of the game. It is from the very beginning of the game. Must maximize the hero potential. And right now, look at here. Everyone is ready to make the plays, but they are... I'm not sure with this kind of formation, like giving away the Lord again here. Bot team playing a little bit passive. They would like to make the turn by turn by Blood Master. He was so close on revealing the Tigreal, but he lives to fight another day. And talking about Lugnika, you know, the way the way the Lord just pop up, they were in start. Wait.
Oh, wait, because what's happening? We have to look at it through. Rough waves being used, but at the same time, oh, Lapu! Oh my god, implosion into so many people. Right now, looks like this was the angle the side of Team Nirvana was looking for, as they take down 4 members again. The only one surviving was Katsumi. The SOD does not connect, but that implosion and Bravest Fighter combo just caught them. All 4 out of hand. Did not expect it.
That was so good. I was talking about not maximizing the use of Lapu Lapu. That is what we're talking about. Maximizing the Lapu Lapu. And what if that team fight particularly extends a little bit longer? The Lapu Lapu is going to use another Bravest Warrior form again, and you can't do anything from the side of Lugnika. But guess what? They might like to make another banner, because it is Obito with the Tsunami Slam.
Oh, okay. Both of the roamers use up their ultimates to not have this potential of the set. At least they lower down Lancelot, but he will regenerate back. So a little bit of waste of resource at each other's, but it's all okay. Cooldown is not that much, as right now we're heading to the 10-minute, and Obito-kun also gets a fleeting time 15-second cooldown reduction. But top lane, we might see some action, because that turret, it's looking juicy for Nirvana. They want it, they want to take it, but for now, good defense will be there.
Waiting for Phobius to make those interesting plays, and I was expecting to see another flicker from the Phobius because it is really interesting to see Phobius. Then he just literally flicks in and he dives non-stop, and what is he doing? He's diving in front of the front man. He's digging his own grave literally right in front of him, but look at that tsunami splash.
Oh my god, a shutdown will get secured. Lancelot getting it down, but look at the Triggerel wants to do something, but not gonna be able to as he gets slain first by Master. But look at the Hayabusa, so much damage. Phobius finally gets a chance to shine. Moskov doing his absolute best to take down Phobius, and he's able to, but at the price of his shutdown. This is a full 5-man wiped out. Is this possible? 20 seconds left on the clock. Nobody's left there, but oh, there's no defense as well. 1 minion left. Will they be able to end this game? 10 seconds left for Potato to come back. 3 seconds for Never Die. One roamer. Can he make the defense? I think he'll be able to because that's just 1 minion. They will go back. Nirvana lives to see the tail. But for how long? This Lord is gonna go down easy.
Did you see the forest damage from Master particularly? He doesn't get that blade of despair yet, but look at how many penetrations he gets. He gets a total of 3 penetrations and such a steal.
That was a close one, but Hayabusa secures it with a really well placed one. But RCA right now, of course, the Kadita has to sacrifice. Oh, Lapu, do you get the kill? No, it's definitely. Oh, she's really doing her absolute best to retreat, but the stun lands in. Potato secures the kill on the fish. 14-14 score as we're going to be getting the 14-minute mark soon. Lord taken down, going to be coming in 13 to 15 second, and with it. Yep, marches down the mid lane, no inhibitors. Nirvana, what do you do? This game is so head-to-head, but at the same time, 1 versus 1. Will it happen into the top lane? Hayabusa's, oh, the ultimate pops in, but that Lizard will take the hit. Oh, Granger, he could have went for another rocket, but he did not know that was a bush that he was hiding in. Not gonna be getting the kill. Oh, flank. A possible flank might be coming in. Look at that. Tsunami slam into the Tiger. Flicker being used for Phobius. Goes in a little bit deep. He might be able to sustain it, but the bravest fighter comes in. And right now, they might be able to take down the Phobius himself as well. Labu captures the kill, and with it, 15-15, back again. Head to head. These two teams refuse to give up on this last game of this best of 3 series, ladies and gentlemen.
We might see a 20 minutes game. Don't be surprised, Hardy. Don't be surprised yet, because this is the deciding match who will determine who is 1 step closer to the LAN event. 15 all the goal difference. Even if it is 10k goal difference, it doesn't matter against Nirvana and Lugnika. And to be honest, did you notice this one? Both teams are from different places. They are not from the same state also. But the way they are playing, it looks like they are like brothers and sisters. They just know each other so well. But Lanston always finds ways to escape it out. Hayabusa with the only shadow.
He survives it right now, but the killing spree popped in. 654 true damage on that Skypiercer. That's the max one we're talking about. This Granger, unstoppable. Only 1 death under his name. 9 kills, 5 assists, and right now, the Phobius wants that spotlight as well. Goes in so deep. Gonna be able to take down the Great. Oh my god, 725 Skypiercer damage, and he's not gonna be stopping. He's gonna be taking the kill. Double kill secured. He's looking for more. Lancelot onto the back end, gets flanked a little bit, but no, the knockup is there. Lancelot with the dash is doing his absolute best, but look at Master into the base. Ladies and gentlemen, Lugnika moves forward with secure of game number 3 with the Master showing why he named himself that.
He's the master at the game. If you know the game, you don't have to panic it. His allies might be a little panicked when the Granger, when the Lancelot was literally kiting away, but he's the master at the game. He knows how the game runs around. He goes smoothly with those minions and end the game, and that's how you ace the game and get the W in this game number 3, in this back-to-back match. I should say Lugnika, let me just congratulate them firstly, and for the side of Nirvana, we can see something more, something better, and I'm so sorry to say this to you, like right in front of you, Ray, but to maximize the use of hero like a Jujin, the hero...
Yeah.
you sound like you are just forgiving. Yeah, I'm not.
No, I understand where it. Of course, I understand her the best. But yeah, jokes aside, they could not utilize it at the most. Not to mention the Hayabusa is a concrete counter. Assassins in general counter most of the mages. So of course, looking at the statistics, of course he gets the most 30 damage. Destroying the Nexus gives you the most, but the 33% damage dealt, 65k. Really impressive numbers. Also, Phobius as well, taking so much damage, being the sponge, HP sponge, taking all those hits to the face, sustaining those team fights so long. But for now, at least the other side, great efforts coming in from the hands of Nirvana. Game 2 was their highlight as they were able to make those changes. But definitely, Lugnika was the team that reigned supreme as they took game number 1 and game 3 and ended it on a 2-for-1 match, and they're going to be moving forward in this obviously rounds. But with that, we finish it off with tonight, of course. And Molsom, thank you so much for obviously having me, and of course MEAX FEAI for making this event possible. We're just at the Swiss stage. The LAN is where the action is going to be. I'm so looking forward to that one. But for now, of course, there's still the matches, there's still the top dogs still yet to fight, and I'm so looking forward to that as well. And of course, Molsom, thank you so much. Thank you for being the best wingman and giving me so many Zushin matches. I'm not lying. So many matches, Zushin gets banned out in other tournaments. I usually don't get to see her play. Legit, I'm not kidding. I was so happy. Finally, some Zushin action, and she was MVP out of like... She was picked 4 times, and 3 times she was MVP, just lost this one. So yeah, I'm very happy.
Quite satisfied. And yes, actually I was trying to give a time for Ray particularly to make those great speeches, and I guess we would not extend it a little bit further. And of course, Ray, thank you so much for making this show a success.
Pleasure.
And without you, even with our great sponsor, you are one of the voices that we have been eagerly waiting. And thank you so much for everything. This might be the very last time we might see Ray for this particular tournament. This is not a goodbye though, but just for this particular tournament, as from tomorrow onward and tonight itself, we are going to reveal who is going to be the LAN event caster alongside with me. But yeah, let's hope the ORG and as well as everyone who are voting for it, vote the very best. We know that is the very best, and it is going to be messed up if I keep on saying it again non-stop. But yeah, that's all we can say for tonight. And with that being said, this might be the very last time you might see Ray for this tournament, or just the very beginning. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching, everyone. Tomorrow is the moment, the beast moment, where we all are waiting for, where the top teams, also known as the upper bracket team, are going to clash in this Swiss stage, and whoever wins are going to advance to the LAN event. Myself, Malsom, and alongside is none other than the husband of Jujin. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.